But yeah, it's funny.
Bullets flying. Yeah, it's really funny. Anyway, really funny. I think you should just give it a watch. It's worth it. It's funny. I think it'll be hilarious. Okay. I've somehow gotten stronger when I improved my farm-related skills.
No, just stop.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the bomb, Sam the Bomb. And of course with me every week is Danny the Rock.
Hello, hello.
And Knock Team Epic.
I'm a chainsaw. Man.
God damn it, dude. That's... Come on, dude. Don't do that.
The best part was when he took out the chainsaw and he went boobs.
Boobs.
Dude, you already know what it is. Talking about chainsaw. This week we're talking about fall season first impressions, baby. And this will be part 1. Part 2 is going to cover most of the sequel stuff. So sequel first impressions of fall season. So, you know, My Hero,
and some
Mob,
stragglers, maybe.
and some stragglers, perhaps.
Maybe.
But we watched a lot of different ones this time around with a batch of shows. So we will be talking about that. Starting at the top of the map list, going down. And, of course, we'll skip the sequels for now. But, yeah, I'm excited. A lot of shows. A lot of shows. Because, like, the list of shows I watched that weren't sequels, you know, wasn't that many. But because of all the sequels I am going to watch, you know, I'll be taking on a decent amount. And, yeah, I wanted to take it easy this season. I say that every season, and then I end up not doing that. But, of course, maybe I just need to change my watching habits. You know, maybe I just need to be a better watcher.
Maybe you
yeah.
just need to watch more anime.
Maybe you need
Who
to
watches
shut up.
The Watchmen?
Y'all need to stop farting in my Cheerios, all right? I'm trying. I got things
The
to
only
do.
person that farts in your Cheerios is yourself.
And Honey Bear.
Look, I normally hold it in when I'm eating cereal. That doesn't matter. That's beside the point. That being said...
Do you guys ever have to, like, poop so bad that you can't even think? Like, you can't even play on your phone when you're pooping because it's that bad because you're pooping so bad? That was me today. It
That's
was like
what
I was
happens
birthing a
with-
baby.
That's what happens with Nick when he eats a lot of brown foods.
Brown all the way down.
Everyone shut off the podcast at this point. Nah, dude. Let's just jump into it, okay? Links.animesummit.net. That's where you can find links to everywhere we're at. So, like Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Google Podcast. Hey, if you listen on Spotify, give us a Spotify rating. When we get to 100 ratings, we're going to do a live stream, play games, hang out, do giveaways. And we're going to
We're getting close.
And we're going to do a school days review. We're going to make Danny do a school days review, basically, because she's never seen it. And she refuses to watch it because of Nick. And... all that good stuff. It's going to be funny. So, yeah, if you want to hear her do a school days review, let's get us to 100 ratings. How many are we at right now? I should have asked before.
92.
Oh, shit. I didn't even... Okay. Shit,
92.
dude.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hell yeah, dude. But, yeah, dude, that'll be really fun. So, do that. Also, patreon.com/anime summit. Become a patron today. Give Honey Bear some more freckles. She's fat. So, anyway... Listener question of the week, Nick.
She sits on Trisha's keyboard.
She likes it.
All right.
It's warm for her fat, okay.
All right, listener question of the week is by Lalos TG.
Shout out, Lalos.
And they say, what is the best anime video game? And we're just gonna be a little loose with the definition there, I suppose.
Yeah, because we couldn't tell if you meant like
Based on an anime.
a game that's based on an anime, or a game that just is like it uses, you know, an anime art, you know, or whatever. But
Yeah, like Devil May Cry or something. That's not really.
you know, or like Disgaea or Tales of Symphonia or Tales of Series.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Final Fantasy had an anime.
Well, they had a couple. Well, okay.
Yeah, they had a couple. They had one that was
There's
really
a couple, but
Unlimited.
we're
was
not
really
gonna
bad.
we're not gonna acknowledge unlimited.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah. the Legend of the Crystals is pretty good. Anyway, that's a good question though.
Arcane. Wait, no,
That doesn't.
that's
count.
League of Legends. That game sucks.
Nick, you can't be cheating, dude. Dude, I'm gonna go ahead and say Super Robot Wars.
Ooh.
I love Super Robot Wars a lot.
Never heard of it.
That's because Knock, you're a butthole. But Super Robot Wars or Super Robot Tyson is a tactical RPG that's a big crossover with a bunch of like kaiju, tokusatsu, and big robot people. So basically, I think one of my favorite iterations was, I forgot the name of it, Generation GZ or something. I don't know. It was on PS2, and it had like Evangelion, Gundam Wing. It had Gundam Seed, and even all the old ones like Mazen Kaiser, Getter Robo, Ultraman. I think it was even in it, and it was super cool. It's like a tactical RPG, and then they cross over, and it's basically if you've ever played Capcom versus Namco versus Capcom or Bandai or Cross whatever, fucking the name of it. The fucking with Capcom and Namco characters, it's like a tactical RPG. Anyway, that's my anime video game shout out. There you go. What about you guys? Project Cross Zone. That's what it's
Wow.
called. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
I thought you were answering for Danny.
No, yeah, sorry. It just popped in my head. It's like one of my favorite fucking games. I just couldn't remember it. Okay, go ahead, Danny. Sorry.
I'm gonna go with Nino Kuni.
Oh yeah, Nino Kuni.
Is that the Ghibli one?
That is the Ghibli
It's the
one.
giblets. I saw them.
Published by Bandai Namco and also published by Level 5, and Level 5 collabed with Studio Ghibli for the character design. So they also did a lot of ones. I think I definitely want to play more of them. I've only played Wrath of the White Witch, which came out on that was like the PlayStation 3, and then later it came on PlayStation 4 and stuff, and on Nintendo. So, but they're fun. It's like Pokemon almost. It's like a role-playing game, and then like you get to collect like these little monsters. They're cute.
Okay, Nick.
I don't play as many games as you guys, so I'm going to say Pokemon.
Still counts.
So basic.
It's kind of cheating also because the game came out before the show by like a year. Like Red and Blue came out in 96 and the show was 97. I don't care. I'm going to be loose with it. My other favorite is Kill la Kill.
Which Pokemon game,
because it was
though?
$2 on Switch. What?
Which Pokemon game, though?
Unite.
Yeah, Unite. No, I'm talking about the original games on Game Boy.
Okay.
Red and Blue.
Oh, I see what you're saying, Danny. Yeah, Unite.
Yeah. They're
Fucking microtransaction me to death. Ah! I haven't even spent any money on that game yet.
Hey, if you do, you do, man. Who cares?
Ooh, I'm hyped for the new one coming out, though. Scarlet Violet.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, dude. I saw that one that Kai posted. The cloth, the old fucking uncle
I don't know
crab.
what Kai was posting. I don't know. No, there's another one he posted, like a big slug guy.
Yeah, Slugma. That's from Gold and Silver.
No, it was a different one, though. It was a big slug.
No, yeah, Slugma. It's from Gold and Silver.
Okay. But it was a bigger one. All right.
No, it's the same.
He said he
it's
hated
Slugma.
Slugma, though.
That was Slugma. It just was like a weird gif with like where Slugma was holding a gun for some reason.
No, he posted a big giant one. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Oh, that was
Moving on.
that was Venipede, Scolipede, Centipede, Face Johnson.
Good enough, close enough.
Yeah,
not working anymore anyway.
Yeah,
you know
not
what
gonna
I
work
mean?
anymore.
He's
That's why-
gonna yell at you guys later when this episode comes out.
Okay,
I tried asking him in chat. He never said.
Okay,
so it's
when
his fault.
when I played Black and White, that was one of my main parties. So shut up, guy, bitch. Anyway, Danny,
The best arthropod is Shuckle.
dude. Shuckle is a Nick Pokemon. If you run into Nick in the wild, you know, like his party is just all Shuckle.
Yeah.
Which basically makes Nick unbeatable because it literally has one of the best defenses ever.
I beat the Elite Four with it back in the day. It was great.
There was a Shuckle card where if it was on your bench, you could not touch it because like it was going through this meta game where like you could snipe the bench. So everyone started running 1 or 2 Shuckles in the deck just to like not get knocked out, and it delayed games for like an extra hour sometimes. It was really fucking funny. Anyway, Shuckle's undefeated. Goat. Danny,
Dude, when they add that to Pokemon Unite, Instacop. I'm spending
Instacop.
$1,000 on it.
Instacop, dude.
I'm buying every skin. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
Same with the ice cream cone. I don't even know what it is. I just like it.
Vanilla ice, vanillish.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Danny, you got waifu and husbando.
Waifu is Loom from Urusei.
It's Lum.
Loom.
Fuck Danny.
From Urusei
It's Lum.
Yatsura 2022.
Now I gotta fucking Google this.
And husbando.
Go ahead.
And husbando is Claude Jean Lemire from I'm the Villainous, So I'm Taming the Final Boss.
Nice.
He's hot.
Lum is one of my favorite. I love her so much. And when we get to your side, Sarah, we'll talk about it because I love her so much, and it's one of the first things one of the first like Viz comic books I've ever had, and along with like some Pokemon and Dragon Ball comics.
I mean, Rumiko Takahashi is just the best.
And I didn't know it was Rumiko Takahashi until like I started watching when I started watching Inuyasha on Adult Swim.
Yeah, and like the character, like how she draws and like the design, how they look very similar is
well because in the first few chapters of Urusei Yatsura, her drawing style was like older, so like she hadn't totally done it on her own yet.
Yeah.
And so the later chaps, obviously it starts looking more like her style. But it was anyway. Yeah, we'll get into that. But anyways, by the time you listen to this, it might look different. But as of recording right now, we're looking at the fall 22 seasonal page and starting from the top down, skipping sequels because that'll be for next week. And then, I will just go ahead and let's fucking get into it, dude. Chainsaw Man. Let's fucking go,
Best
dude.
part was when the villain was like, "No, don't use your chainsaw, man." And then he used the chainsaw.
And then he did the thing. Based on the manga running in Weekly Shonen Jump. Actually, now it's running in Jump Plus. But this first part, or we call it Part 1, was Weekly Shonen Jump by Tatsuki Fujimoto, Studio Mappa, of course, and freaking directed by Ryu Nakayama. And Tatsuya Yoshihara. Yoshihara absolutely snapped on this. Fucking crazy. This is only going to be 12 episodes. So,
It's just like, what, the first volume or something? Or no?
First volume?
Just kidding. That'd be really slow, wouldn't it?
Some of us were talking about it.
First 3 volumes?
Some of us were talking about it in the Discord. And probably first 5. Because it probably will
5?
get up.
Okay.
It probably will get up to like...
Does it get up to the Bomb Devil?
The Bomb Devil arc, yeah. Urusei.
That's not a spoiler. That's just the name of the thing.
Yeah, Urusei. But
I mean, think of a scary thing, and there's a devil related to it.
There's a devil to it, yeah. But anyway, who watched Chainsaw Man? I know I did. I actually watched it like right.
Skipped it, dude. This is overrated. Sucks.
Oh my god.
Danny watched it, right? Even though you didn't like the manga.
Yeah, I watched it.
You sounded very dejected. What about you saw Pochi, right? That makes you like it, right?
Yeah.
You like the dog.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we should get my take on it before you guys just ramble on how great the show is and stuff.
I mean, yeah. I mean, sure, yeah. Because like we like the manga. We love the
Let's
manga.
do a sandwich. Let's do a compliment sandwich.
We'll do a compliment sandwich. Yeah. So
Danny, you're the cream.
All right.
Why don't you go?
No, Danny, go ahead with your,
No, I thought we were doing a sandwich.
Okay, so I go first, or who go first?
Yeah, you're first.
And then Danny, and then you. Okay, all right.
No, I'll go first.
Okay, you go first.
Please, someone
Okay.
go.
Denji has a simple dream to live happy and peaceful life and touch some bobs. And he, okay, look, Denji is his boy. His dad was in debt, and so he got in debt. And the Yakuza, was it Yakuza? What, I think it was Yakuza.
Yeah, Yakuza. Yeah, we didn't.
They made him into like a slave labor, and he was a devil hunter. He found Pochita, which is this dog with a chainsaw on it, and he used it to fight devils. Right, so that's him at the start of the show, and everything fucking sucks. He's got to like sell organs and shit to live, and
he sold one of his
he lives
nuts.
off of bread. Yeah, and so his life sucks, and then eventually the Yakuza. This is like episode 1. The Yakuza turn on him. And they attack him with a zombie devil, and then he tries to fight it off, and then he turns into Chainsaw Man. Like, this is where he turns into it. This is like his superhero awakening. Because he had made a bond with Pochita that like if he couldn't live out his life, then Pochita would help him live his dream. That was the thing.
Yeah. So he fused himself with his.
Yeah, he made the
heart.
deal with the devil, the Chainsaw Devil. So yeah. And so he does get killed. Denji gets killed by the zombie devil, and he's like in a dumpster. And then Pochita, like the blood goes into Pochita, and he fuses with him, and he gets eventually like Denji's like rebuilt, and he has a little cord on his chest, and he can pull that to turn into Chainsaw Man. So that's the basics of what he can do.
Yeah, sorry, we skipped over the synopsis. Thank you, Nick.
Yeah, so then like eventually you meet all these characters. You meet. What's the organization called that he's pulled into? It's Makima runs it. Is it
Public
just like
safety.
the public safety, devil hunters?
Yeah, the Public Safety Bureau. Yeah.
Yeah, Public Safety Bureau. So Makima finds him, and she woos him with like promises of Bob.
She basically is
boobs.
like, I'm
No,
going to
not
give
really,
you
but-
room and board, and you'll get to eat every
She
day.
uses her feminine wiles, and Denji is susceptible.
And he's just like, all right. Like, hell yeah, I'm in.
But Makima is like, she always dresses like as like an office lady, like a businesswoman. But she's so fucking hot, so like it doesn't matter. But she's not like the anime hot with like giant boobs. She's like a regular looking person, but it's just like her
She's kinda
eyes. Like
short.
she looks
Yeah.
crazy. So anyway, yeah. So then in the next couple episodes, you meet Power, you meet Aki. Those are the main 3. Denji, Power, and Aki. They kind of live together, hunt devils, and eventually you're gonna meet Chobani. We call her Chobani. Kobeni, that's her name.
Yeah. But yeah. So, okay, Nick, then what did you think
They
of...
fight. It's like a devil of the week, right? Sort of to start out.
A little bit, yeah, to
A little
start
bit.
out. And then it gets
Like
really...
Monster of the
Then
Week.
it starts getting into the details about what the devils are.
Yeah,
And
the first arc is like the least crazy arc,
Yeah.
I think.
They basically talk about the gun devil and how they're trying to hunt the gun devil. And then, yeah.
Guess where the
Basically-
gun devil's from? America. That's where.
America currently has control of the gun devil, yeah. So, like, basically, devils are the manifestation of, like, humanity's fears. So,
Yeah. Anything that's scary could be a devil, like
yeah.
guns, darkness, bombs, chainsaws. What is Power? Blood or something? What does
Blood,
she do?
yeah.
Oh yeah, she could like turn her blood into weapons, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. And you can make contracts with them so they can help you. So, like, Aki has control of... I don't remember the devil he's got control of, but, like, it's really cool when he does it.
Oh yeah, he like says a word and it does
Call
a
him-
crazy thing. Yeah.
I don't remember what the contract is, but it takes some of his life every time he does it. That's probably what it is. But, like, it's really cool. It's really powerful. So, like, obviously has a huge drawback. Like, you live less. But, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, Nick, I think you liked it, right? Because we like the manga.
Yeah,
we love the manga.
It's good. It's a great like the production values alone are worth watching for the show. They do use like that CG style, sort of, but it looks good for the most part. It doesn't usually look like janky. There's like maybe a couple of scenes here or there, but it's good. The OP and ED are great. We'll talk about those later, but. Yeah, and like Denji's kind of a lovable character because he's like such a simpleton. He's a shonen protagonist. They're all simpletons, kind of, if you think about it. But he just has like that. He just has that all like the guts. That's what he has is just pure guts.
He's
almost
got-
nothing else.
Yeah, he doesn't really. I mean, he's like, it's like, what has he got to lose? You know,
Yeah.
he lives in a shed, and then, you know,
He's like, his dream is to have toast with jam on it or something. It's
yeah,
just like
and
really lame, but
and you know, get with a girl or whatever. Yeah,
yeah. Oh man, I'm thinking of what happens in the manga. We're not going to spoil anything.
yeah. Danny, what?
I only watched the first 2 episodes so far. I'm behind on everything. I only got into 2 to 3 episodes.
Some
on
of these
most
I only
shows,
got
so.
2 in, also. Yeah, but I got 3 in.
There's
on
like
this
what
one.
4 or 5 out of this right now.
I think there's 5 now, or
Yeah.
4. Yeah, 4 or 5. I haven't checked, but yeah. Danny, Danny, you're not big on Chainsaw Man. You said that you weren't a big fan of the manga or whatever the story. But like, what? What did you watch? But you said you watched some of the show.
Well, I mean, I figured might as well watch it because, I mean, I did read it, and it is one of the most popular ones that's going on right now for the season. So, I'm not gonna, at least for like the first impressions, it's not like I'm not going to watch it. So, because as I guess like you can call us content creators, you know, want to give people my opinion
We're more like
on it
content
and everything.
parasites.
Anyways,
Sure.
We're content parasites, Danny. We feed off of the whales.
Yeah, so the manga wasn't really my favorite. I did give it a 6. So, just I don't know. It
wasn't romantic. It wasn't shoujo enough for Danny.
it's
it was
not
too
even
shonen.
Oh,
okay.
Nick, shut up. God.
Can you like no. Like you have to really stop with that because yes, even though I do prefer like romance and shoujo stuff, I do enjoy a lot of shonen as well. So fuck off.
Actually, Danny enjoys a lot of isekai lately.
There's some
Yeah,
good
Danny's
ones
like,
out
I
there.
hate isekai. By the way, there's 10 of them in my top 50.
Anyway,
So what did you think of Chainsaw Man so far then?
Yeah, for the first few episodes, what did you think?
I mean, it's exactly what I expected from the material and stuff. It's like it the first 3 episodes that definitely are a good intro to it. So that's kind of where while I was reading it, I was like, okay, this might be something that I might be into. But then there was a real big killjoy within the manga later that just made me not care for it. Animation, I mean, Mappa is doing a fantastic job on it. I mean, I think it might be slightly better than the manga because you get to see what's going on versus just reading a still life panel. You know, you hear what the chainsaw sounds like.
That's the best part.
You know, you get to see like how red the blood is and everything like that. So they're doing a fantastic job animating this and everything. I mean, I think it's definitely one of the top so well done animation that I've ever seen. Honestly, if I had to pick, if someone had a gun to my head and told me which one do you prefer to watch for the rest of your life, Chainsaw Man or Devilman Crybaby, I probably would say Chainsaw Man.
Devilman Crybaby is like way sadder.
Yeah, well, you know, just thinking of just like how gory both of them are, you know.
Oh yeah.
For
yeah.
something for me to watch for the rest of my life, I'd much rather watch this, even though I really don't like how Denji gets treated throughout the whole thing.
Oh yeah, they
So-
joke that he's like a dog
Yeah, like
because he
I
actually
just
literally
don't-
is fused with a dog.
I really don't like appreciate that for a character, and like he kind of just like accepts it too. And I mean, to be fair, like I kind of understand why he accepts it because of how he was treated throughout his whole entire life because he had to survive.
Yeah,
So-
the Yakuza compares him to a dog too. Like they're like they
Right.
drive by him early on. They're like, "Hey, I'll pay you 100 yen to eat this cigarette."
Yeah. So, you know, I do kind of like understand on why he accepts it, because that's just how his life was and stuff. And I mean, the most simplest things on what he wants to do, like, is fucking touch a pair of boobs. You know, so simple. But all at the same time, like, I don't like the whole, like, you're a dog kind of aspect throughout the whole thing. It's not.
Danny
one
is
of
the
my
one who
favorites.
knocks. Danny is Walter White.
Honestly, I think the one person that I do, at least the one character that I do like seeing in this show is Power. I out of all the characters,
She's like
that
a female Denji, kind of.
I mean, well, out of all
Actually,
the characters
she's a little bit
that
dumber than him.
I enjoy seeing is Power. Fuck Makima. She's a piece of shit. She's a bitch. I don't like her.
Makima's my wife, Danny.
Well, you can have her, but she's a piece
I will.
of shit. So
Bad is good.
not for her.
Bad is hot.
Hot? No, bad. Yeah,
And-
hot equals good equals bad equals hot equals good. There we go.
Yeah, something like that.
I
Anyway,
will
Danny.
say this, like, Aki, his freaking rooster hair looks better in the anime than it does in
His
the
top
manga.
hair.
His rooster hair.
Throughout
Danny-
the whole time I was reading it, that's what I kept saying, that Aki is Rooster Boy because of his fucking hair. Sorry, Sen, but yeah.
Hey, boy, let me see that cock. Because he's a rooster. Anyway.
So-
I'll just say this quick so we don't dwell on it too long, because I could talk about it for a long time. But yeah, I think
Yeah, you're the sandwich. You're the
I'm the
cookie on
bottom
top.
bread. I'm the bottom. Well,
no,
I'm the-
you're the top cook.
well, I'm the topper. I'm a switch actually. But anyway, no one.
I'm the
knows.
whole cookie. No, I
Um,
got that. It's like meat wad. I ain't laughing, but I get it.
I'm laughing, but yeah, no. Sota Yamazaki is an animator that I've been following for the past month or so, and I didn't really know who they were until recently. But like, they did cuts on Jujutsu Kaisen and the fucking one we just fucking watched, My Dress Up Darling, and they did some cuts on Wonder Egg Priority as well. But the production's really nice. There's like some issues with the CG, I think, with like the
There always is.
yeah.
With
There's
any CG.
like there's in particular in the first episode when the car rolls up and they throw a cigarette at Denji, or he tells him to eat the cigarette. When the car rolls up, there's like, you can tell there's some
It's just a different texture or something. It's like on a different level or whatever
I
you
forget
call
the
it.
name of what you call the term, not rotoscoping, but like anti-something. Like, you can see the jagged lines. Aliasing. Thank you. Yeah, you can
I don't know what
see-
it is. I just know it.
yeah. No, it's like, because it's supposed to, the pixels are supposed to move to keep the shape.
The car
kind
is
of-
going down the screen like in straight lines, but it's supposed to be curved. It's like all jagged.
and the lines are moving, kind of. Yeah. So like, there were some aliasing issues. You can kind of see that in Mappa's work with Attack on Titan a little bit in some parts. That being said, one thing I do hate about Chainsaw Man being an anime now and being as hype as it is getting really hyped up. It has been since like they announced the show. It was before that. A little bit at the end there. But like, the big problem with it being an anime now is that a lot of anime only people, not that there's anything wrong with being an anime only person, but like, there's something about reading the manga when you're reading the words on the page and the story's being told in the way the manga was telling it. It's easier to put more like real life commentary in it, and the real life commentary in Chainsaw Man is like the adverse effects of society and how we deal with those things. And one of the things about society that is really shitty is putting people in the situation that Denji's in. So,
Right.
and so like, a lot of
Slave
people,
labor.
and here's why Twitter sucks for people with anime opinions. Not that like, a lot of anime opinions on Twitter, I think half of them are good, the other half of them are just garbage. But there are people on Twitter who are
That's
like,
a pretty good ratio, actually.
I mean, it's pretty decent,
you
yeah.
think about it.
But like, there were people on Twitter who was like, Makima's grooming Denji. He's only 16, 15 years old, whatever.
I feel like those people are trolls, dude.
And
They gotta be trolls.
I swear half of them are trolling, but the other half of them is like, no, do you not realize how like his only dream is to literally eat good food and like be with the
Right.
girl.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Yeah.
want
I mean,
to
she
be.
is grooming him though.
He doesn't want to. Shut up, Nick.
Not
He does-
not sexually, but for her purposes.
He doesn't want to. Well, I guess yeah. Like it's like grooming an apprentice, I guess. But like,
Yeah.
he's. People are taking at it like sexually or whatever, and it's like, oh, if you support her or you do the barking thing at her and you're a Makima simp, then you're a pervert or whatever.
The whole like virtue signaling that some people are doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're assuming that they're not trolls. It's just really fucking sad. It's like, dude, you're not pure. You're not going to win a contest of purity. Nobody does.
Nobody does.
And it's
It's
like, oh, this character is this many teen years old. Oh, you're a freak. You're a hentai. And it's like, dude, just fucking shut the fuck up.
And
Like,
it's an
also-
anime character.
yeah, like people
Yeah.
get so
Not-
uptight about like these bullshit things that don't matter in life at all. And
I mean,
it just
people
it's like
were
there's bigger
upset
problems
about,
in the world.
I mean, people were upset about with the whole people making Anya into an adult or something like that, and they're
Yeah,
like,
so
she's
what?
a child. It's all like,
But they're drawing her
Do you know what
as
they
an
did?
adult.
Do you know what
They're
they did to the
trying
kids
her
in
as an
Stranger
adult,
Things, the
like,
real life TV
yeah.
show? There's like countdown to 18 for all the celebrities like Hermione and the Olsen twins and shit like that. So it's like these are cartoons at least, you know. It's not that bad, but people can't tell, so whatever.
And so like the thing is like you're completely missing the point.
Whatever.
The point being that the commentary that society has put Denji in that position due to due to whatever. So anyway,
It's a story.
yeah. Anyways, those
not
people
real.
are missing those people are missing the commentary, and that makes me sad because they're gonna miss the commentary on society with the other characters and devils that show up later. So
I don't think those people are people.
Yeah. Anyways, you should just quit watching it then and don't comment anymore. That being said, let's move on.
What? There's a certain percent of people in the world who have no sense of humor, and that's sad. I forget
It's
what
really
it is.
sad.
It's like 1 in 5 people just has like can't find humor or something.
Like it's like a mental block like they have, or
I don't know, like nothing is funny to them or something. And it's not like a left-right thing. It's like it could
no,
be
they just
anybody.
can't do it. Yeah, that sucks. God, that
They're
would
like,
suck.
yeah, it's really lame.
That
Those
would
people
suck.
are just like the fucking assholes of the world. I fucking hate them so much, dude.
So let's
Anyway.
skip these because they're sequels.
Talk about anime. Nick's going on his politics rant.
Spy Family. Yeah, Nick grinds my gears. You know, really grinds my gears. We're gonna skip these because they're sequels, so we'll do those next week. Blue Lock. Who's watching Blue Lock?
Speaking of manga adaptations that have CG, Blue Lock.
Yeah,
not that
I wanted
bad.
to read this manga and I never got around to it, but Sen and Danny really like it, and I don't know if Sen was into the production of the anime, but I know Danny was excited for
Sen
it.
hates all
Sen
anime.
and I mean, we talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think you guys talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, because I asked them, you know, what, like, have they watched it? Because I started watching it like a couple weeks ago and everything. And, you know, I asked them, you know, have you watched it yet? And they're all like, no, because, you know, I don't want to get, you know, disappointed. I'm already going to be disappointed because
They saw a clip and the
they
the
watched
BGs
so
weren't
many.
up to snuff.
Well, and that was the thing. They watched so many clips on it that, you know, it was a little flat for them. And we started talking about the backgrounds, how, you know, they even gave me some examples because sometimes I have a hard time visualizing something if I don't see it with my own eyes. So, and they gave me some examples on like how animation can make concrete look a little dirty, kind of. So
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Like the textures are off. Or
yeah,
whatever,
texture.
or they
yeah,
look kind of
yeah.
bland. Yeah.
I mean, the concrete in Blue Lock is a little plain. It looks a little too clean, kind of thing.
That's what I tell my dates. You look a little too.
I
clean.
mean, in my opinion, and I even told them this, like, personally, I don't really care what the background looks like because the characters that you're following, they're literally, I'm not really paying attention to the backgrounds. Like, I'm paying attention to what the characters are doing, especially in a sports show. Your sole focus is just mainly what the characters are doing.
I
So,
think there's
I mean,
an
that's my
argument
own
against that.
opinion.
There's a counter argument that the backgrounds bring all the themes to life.
I mean,
somehow.
I can agree with you.
like
in
the old
that,
like
in that
Ghibli
aspect.
movies. Ghibli movies, right? They all have crazy backgrounds like all the time.
Right.
And it's like,
Right.
it's world building and without having to explain it all, you know?
Right. But have you watched this, Nick?
Yeah,
you
I
watch
watched
this at all?
2 eps.
Okay.
Dub.
So you know that they're just in 4 walls. Like, there's really nothing going on.
It's an
in the
animator's
background.
dream. Yeah, it's an animator's
Literally,
dream. It's
there's
a
nothing
fucking
going on in the
green
background.
turf.
There's literally nothing. Like, there is no trees, no, like,
But there's interesting
no
ways
sky.
they could go about it. They could,
I mean, yeah,
make
yeah.
it all
and
crazy looking and shit.
to me, it's fine. Like, I'm okay. Like, it's not the best, and I can agree that it's a little flat and stuff, but that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for watching Blue Lock. I'm here for actually seeing the characters I care about in this manga, because this manga is so intense.
Yeah, we
I'm
gotta
ready
explain
to
what it
see
is.
all that.
Did Sam watch this
So-
yet?
No, I did not.
Okay, so Sam, shut up. Me and Danny are gonna talk about it.
All right.
Danny, I got one question for you. Did you know that soccer is a game played with 11 players? How does that quote go? Soccer is played by a team of 11. There you go. I think the dub changed the line there, but it's fine.
I didn't watch
That's-
the dub.
that's
so
the
I wouldn't
meme.
know.
The meme is that they always say that soccer has 11 players. Anyway, this is a soccer show. It's soccer anime. They're trying to find
Yeah.
the next great striker in Japan. That's the main gist of it, at least the
Yeah.
first season.
Yeah.
And because like Japan has the problem where like everybody's too team oriented and selfless, but they want to find a really selfish player, and they keep quoting all like these soccer legends like Pele and Messi and all that, saying like, "Oh, I don't care if my team loses as long as I score." You know what I mean? And so they're trying to get a greedy player to score for them. So they hold this like big camp with 300 of the top like high school male soccer players, and that's kind of how it starts, and that's the first few episodes.
Right. And the first, like, at least the first 2 episodes, it just centers around them kind of like playing tag. So, and actually one of my favorite Sakuga moments, I actually found it on Sakuga Boro.
Yeah, there's still Sakuga parts in the show. It's just
Oh, it's great. Like,
Yeah.
I one of my favorite moments is with one of my favorite characters, and it's Bachira. He is this, like, first of all, you first meet him and he's sleeping. So, and then once they start playing, he takes an interest in the main protagonist, who is Isagi. So, and one of the moments is he takes the ball from Isagi and kind of aims at this one character who you first meet, and he's trying to prove Ego wrong, that like you don't have to be a selfish player in order to win a game. So he kind of accepted going into Blue Lock to prove Ego wrong. So, and the first game they play is tag, and pretty much the game is whoever is it and who has the soccer ball, they have to kick the ball to somebody, and it has to hit them, and then they'll be it. And they only have, like, I think it was a minute or something like that.
yeah. Oh, is the last person holding it like it? Is
Whoever
that
the
what that
last
is?
person is holding the ball
Okay,
is
yeah.
out. So
I was gonna say, because
and-
like if they all got knocked out for being hit, they would all just get eliminated.
yeah, no, like whoever
Yeah.
like that's the thing, like they had to like hit the person in order for them to be it with the ball and stuff. So, and Bachira, he's like chasing after the one kid, and like he's chasing him, and there's like a close up of Bachira's face, and he has like this like really sinister grin, and like you can just tell that like he's really getting into playing this and stuff. And he also tries to take a good kick swing at him too, which is awesome.
Yeah, there's really
So-
cool moments like that throughout the show with like the character reaction faces, and they're like,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
is Bachira the one who's like, oh, I saw that you had a monster in you, like just like me, you know?
Yeah. Like he goes to Isagi like, like you seem interesting. I'm gonna like be friends with you, kind of thing.
Yeah. And you're the main character.
Right.
I'm going to be your friend.
So, yeah. I mean, of course, I'm still gonna watch this and stuff.
I'll probably still watch it too. I didn't finish the manga, so I'll just like
really
keep going.
fun. Well, the manga is also still ongoing, and I'm not all that caught up with it either. So, and this show is going to be 24 episodes, so I have a feeling where I'm at, that's where they're probably going to end. So, I really need to start reading this again.
Yeah, it's really cool because it's like a Squid Game style, like elimination. Every so often, characters or
high stakes
participants
kind of thing
get eliminated.
Yeah.
They do different types of games and activities to figure out their skill and
Mm-hmm.
how much grit they have and all that. So it's cool. It's
Yeah.
like a different type of sports anime where it's not just like, here's our high school team, we're trying to win the county fair or whatever.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
get to nationals or whatever. These guys are trying to win the World Cup. So
it's not your traditional, sports show where like you follow like a school team and they're at the lowest of the low, and then you follow them as they like progress and stuff. Yeah, this is just like
individual,
all in, kind of like
team.
individual, like everyone is out for themselves.
All for one. Don't they say that? They say all for one. One for all
in
or
the
something?
beginning, Isagi's team, that was their motto. It was like all for one and one for all kind of thing. So, but Isagi, he's kind of the type of person, like, especially in that first game before he entered Blue Lock, he was all like, I wonder if I passed it, if I didn't pass it, I could have made that goal. Because
they all have regrets.
Game, because in that one game, he actually passed it to somebody, and when that person tried to kick for a goal, they completely missed and they lost the game.
Yeah, so it's everybody wrestling with that. They're trying to become the best striker.
Yeah.
So it'll be a fun show. We got to move on though. We're running long. Sam.
Yeah, you guys took forever. Jesus Christ.
It was actually
it's
fun
on you.
actually
Sam.
listening to talking about a sports show for once instead of just skipping it over.
And a sports show that I kind of like.
The next one, The Eminence in Shadow. Did anyone watch this?
Yeah, I got fucking bamboozled on this show because I didn't read any description and it's a fucking isekai.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, it's a school show. This girl's gonna be like the main character, whatever. Nope, fucking bamboozled. The guy dies and he's suddenly the most overpowered motherfucker you've ever seen.
Oh, what a coincidence!
The show has a 7.76 on Mal. That's pretty high for like what it is. I think the show's not that good, but yeah, this is the main guy, Minoru Kagano. His whole goal is to become the strongest, and so he dies. He gets isekai'd. It's like the same shit that always happens. He's born into this aristocrat family. He joins a magical academy. He's real cutthroat. He gets a group of people and he tries to fucking take over, a bunch of bullshit. So like, that's the show. It has 20 episodes exactly, which is a weird number. But yeah, it's kind of like a Jobless Reincarnation, but it's not as good because he starts as a baby and he's like, oh yeah, I have to cry. He starts crying, so that was kind of funny. But did any of you guys watch this or just me?
No,
you.
I actively.
It was high on the list, so I just watched it.
I actively avoided all the isekais on purpose. Like I just didn't want to. Like I know that's really shitty of me, but
some isekais are good. This one is like they just mash together all of the tropes, kind of, and it looks pretty good. Like the animation's pretty decent. But who did this? Studio Nexus, based on a light novel. Yeah, it's where did I put my notes here? Oh, you know what? I should pull this up on the screen so I don't have to look down. It's fine. It's okay. If you like isekais, just fucking watch it. That's all I can say. I begrudgingly recommend isekai lovers to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like Overlord. It's kind of like what is it? Classroom of the Elite. because the guy is like so elite. He's overpowered as fuck, and he has this group of assassins, and they're trying to take down the Diablo cult, and that's what happened so far. I didn't get that far into the show yet, but he's a little bit like Lelouch, kind of. It's not as cool as Code Geass, but yeah. Anyway, overpowered isekai. There you go.
Okay. These next two are sequels. So I kind of lied a little bit. There was one isekai I wanted to watch, and it's Reincarnated as a Sword.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I did not get to it, so we'll probably have to. Did anyone watch this one or?
Nope.
I did. I watched the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
I guess I won't spoiler some. Cover your ears. The guy gets reincarnated as a sword.
God damn it,
Oh, what a coincidence.
So it's like the slime anime where he like as a sword, instead of being a slime, he's a sword, and he gains a whole bunch of powers.
I'm sorry, that's so stupid.
He gains a whole bunch of powers, and like the UI like computer screen shows up on his visuals, and he can see like what types of shit he's gaining. So he starts out with like telekinesis, so he can move around as a sword, and he acquires a bunch of skills. Kills goblins, he slices diamonds to get their powers and all that. And then so I only watched the first 2 episodes. Eventually, he finds his wielder, who guess what? It's a cute anime cat girl. that's his wielder.
That's why I wanted to watch it. I really like the character design and the sword design. So I just
No, it looks cool. Like it.
Yeah,
and she is more interesting than the protagonist in Eminence of Shadow, I think. But
yeah,
because she's a slave girl, which again, isekai, you got to have a slave. If you don't have slaves, it's not an isekai. Okay.
yeah. God.
But she's the good guy. And so he like helps her escape her captors at one point, and she learns to fight, and then they join the Adventurers Guild, and a bunch of stuff happens. So I don't want to spoil it for you, Sam, but it is a pretty typical isekai, but I enjoyed it more than Eminence in Shadow because the main character is not like a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. Maybe like I think these overpowered like power fantasy shows are just like a totally different mindset. Like you just have to be like angry when you watch them.
Yeah.
You have to be like, yeah, fuck everybody. Yeah, fucking beat them. Yeah, fuck. Yeah. Like I think that's what it is.
Based on a light novel by Tanaka and Yu, and the art's done by LLO. I mean, I like the design of the main character. The armor and clothes that she gets afterwards, I think she looks really cute. And the sword design is really cool. It's a very epic looking sword, very Excalibur.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay.
It's funny. Like at the first episode, the goblins are trying to pull the sword out of the stone, and he's like, "No, you're not worthy of me." And like one of the goblins spits on it. It was really funny.
Yeah, I'll still give it a watch, and I can say next week what I thought of it. But
yeah,
real quick, I guess. But okay. Urusei Yatsura, who watched this one?
No, it's Urusei
We did
Yatsura.
not.
Sam.
We didn't watch this at all. None of us did.
I did.
I was being sarcastic.
Okay.
Have you guys
Anyway.
even heard of this show?
Have you?
No, Nick
More like
hadn't before now.
Urusei Yatsura. Who? This is based off the old one.
It's based
from
on
the
a,
80s, right?
It's based on a manga by Rumiko Takahashi.
Yeah. Your guys' favorite creator. 1981 is the first anime. And it has probably the most influential anime OP for modern anime. And if you watch it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah.
Yeah, it's the it was shown in Sunday magazine, I think it was, which I don't know if that one is still around anymore. But it was I don't remember if it was her first one, but it was one of her first ones for sure. And basically it's this fucking guy. He basically breaks up with his girlfriend, and then as he's walking home or getting home, these aliens invade Japan, or they're going to invade Earth, but they just land in Japan because their computer randomly picked a human from Earth, and it happened to be him. His name is Ataru. And they basically said, you got to compete in a game of tag with one of our people, and then if you win within 10 days, then we'll leave. If not, then we get to take over Earth. And then, that's how we know, if the planet's to be trifled with or, worth taking over or not. And he's like, what the fuck? And so he's like trying to get his girlfriend back, and her name is Shinobu Miyake. And then Lum comes down, and she's like, you got to play tag with me or whatever. And she's like this smoking hot babe. And
yeah, she was one of the early waifus, anime waifus.
OG waifu.
Pretty much like the OG, like,
yeah,
waifu.
And so the episodes kind of play in like two parts. So like it's kind of slice of lifey a little bit. Comedy, romance, love triangle, misunderstanding, comedy, kind of, Three's Company.
Yeah, it has the typical tropes that you'll see in anime because it invented a lot of those tropes.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
The original did, and they're doing the remake, so yeah.
Yeah. And so the first half is the tag game. The second half is like, so halfway through the tag game, or actually towards the end of it, Shinobu says, if you win, I'll marry you, right? And Atsuru's like, oh, well, hell yeah, like, because then I can finally do it and touch boobs.
You can finally touch Bob like Denji.
Yeah. And so he's kind of a pervert. He's kind of a sleaze. And I'm glad that they didn't, like, dumb that down at all. They just left it all in there, which is good, because it's funny. But then on the last day, he's like, he's like shouting, marriage, I want to get married. And then he finally grabs her by the horns and tags her. And then she thinks that he was talking about her. So she decides to stay on the planet and, like, she pretty much says that they're married. And now Shinobu's all like, what the hell? And he's like, it's really funny. It just turns into a big thing. And then every time Shinobu wants to forgive him, she finds Lum and Atsuru in a, precarious position or situation, and it's really funny.
Compromising situation.
Yeah, compromising. And there's a bunch of other characters that come in, and they're like, oh, what the hell's going on here? What are we doing? And it's really funny. One of the, like, running gags in this story is nobody gives a shit about Atsuru or his feelings, really, except for Shinobu and Lum. And then when they're mad at him, they don't give a shit. And the priest guy, he acts like he does, but every time he tries to save him, he ends up hurting him instead and goes, oh, well, why'd you do that? It's like, because you fucking pushed me. Like, you fucking, like, pushed me in front of the thing. And that's why I fucking almost died, you idiot. And it's really fucking funny, dude. It's just like, even his parents, like, talk shit about him all the time. And there's even one part at the end of episode 2, and she's like, it's like, oh, is Atsuru home? We're wondering where he was. And she's like, oh, you should have seen him. The dude came home and he looked stupid. And he's just like, he's like, dude, like, even my own parents just talk shit about me. This is bullshit. Like, it's so funny, dude. And it's like, I love it. And I love Lum. She's one of my favorites. I love her so much.
Yeah, she's got her tiger stripe bikini.
If I was Atsuru, I would be like, okay, yeah, let's get married. Fuck Shinobu. Let's go, dude.
Yeah, dude, she's way hotter than Shinobu. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, dude? You fucking
As
up.
we know, that's all that matters. It's hotness.
But Shinobu is the cute girl next door.
else.
So it's like, what do you know?
Oh, that's true. She's a girl next door. Okay.
And there's also
+1.
Kotatsu Neko, the big cat who.
I don't think I got that far. I only got the 2 episodes in.
He's just like a big cat, and no one says anything. It's just normal.
He looks like the cat from Dragon Ball. What is it, Poir?
Yeah,
whatever?
Korin.
Korin. Yeah. He looks a little bit like that.
Except his eyes are open.
And the Shrine Maiden looks just like Sailor Mars.
She looks like Kikyo a little bit.
Yeah, she does look like Kikyo.
Yeah, from Inuyasha.
Well, yeah, it's the same designer, but she's like Sailor Mars,
look like
right?
Sailor
She's
Mars
like,
a little bit,
what's her
yeah.
name?
There's
Amy? No, not Amy.
There was
What's the English name?
Ray Hino.
Ray Romano. That's right.
Ray Romano.
Fuck you.
There was 366 chapters across 34 volumes. This 2022 show is going to be 20 some eps, and the original show, I think,
195.
was like 195, and a bunch of movies and OVAs and shit.
A lot of old shows just ran and ran.
Yeah. So the thing about the old show I'll just say this real quick and then I'll let you guys go because I've been talking for a while. But like, so in the comic, the tag game lasts a little longer, and he actually hangs on to her bra for a little longer at the end of the tag game. And they kind of cut some of the BS, some of the unnecessary parts out, which I appreciate.
Sometimes that's a downside, though. Like, is it as bad as Sailor Moon, where they cut out all the fun parts?
I don't know yet. I mean, I have only watched the first 3 episodes so far, and I don't remember.
There's a fine line between like filler and like necessary like characterization and stuff.
No, yeah. And so, I mean, I haven't read all of the manga. I've only read the first chapter because I only had the first comic book when I was a kid, and that's the chapter I remember. So I remember that first part very fondly. In the comic, he actually like has her bra for like a whole other day, and then the next day at the football field, he lures her with it, and then whatever. Whereas
she's like, "Why is it all sticky?"
And then, God.
Ew.
And then, whereas in the show, he's got it right there, and then the game ends right there. But anyway, yeah, and then the original show just had a lot of stuff, So I don't know.
Typical Rumiko Takahashi, just milking it.
Yeah, I don't know if how long this show is gonna last, but at the end, it supposedly gets really serious.
There's already a second season announced for it, so
yeah, I'm sure they'll run it as long as they can. Really, I'm sure as long as it's making money or being popular,
I mean,
they'll keep going.
If they shave some of the extra fat off like that, it could be.
Yeah, they could probably get it done in a swift 100 episodes.
But what did you guys think of it?
I thought it was pretty funny. I mean, it's decent. The thing about it is like, because it's so like foundational, it doesn't feel like new or anything. It feels like I've seen it before. But that's because it came before. So like it's a sitcom, right? So the characters aren't really supposed to grow that much throughout the show, right? It's just like different situations. It's funny. I prefer like the more zany types of humor, like in Osamatsu-san. I like that type of stuff better for this. But like, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Like rom-coms for me, I'm like the opposite of Danny. I don't usually like rom-coms that much. I like romance to be in the middle of war, like Gundam. Okay? When they're about to die, and then they do die, aka the most romantic gesture you can give is to die. Okay.
Yeah,
anyway,
and you think Japan Sinks 2020 is a comedy?
Yes.
What does it matter with you?
Oh, the OP for the show. Oh, we'll talk about it later. The OP is great. I think the show's good. It has like kind of a middle score on Mal, like a 7.4 or something. But I think it's fine. It's good. It's not. It's like inoffensively good, but not bad, but not great. You know what I mean? We'll see. Yeah. I'll probably watch like the full first season, and then I can say see, this way I can say that I've seen Urusei Yatsura without having to watch 200 episodes, just for the clout. That's
just
what I'm
for
going
the
to do.
clout. What about you, Danny?
I mean, I like it. I'm a huge fan of Rumiko Takahashi. So it's really nice to watch some more of her work and stuff, especially one of her very first. Sam, while you were talking, I remember you said that you weren't sure if this was her very first thing that she ever did, and it is.
Okay, perfect.
Oh wow, that's pretty fucking
good. She started Urusei in 1978, and it ended in 1987. And Weekly Shonen Sunday is still running because her most recent manga that she's publishing right now is Mao, and
Mao.
that is being published in Weekly Shonen Sunday.
Oh hell yeah!
So, and Urusei Yatsura is it's the third most popular of all of her works that she has done.
That's crazy.
Ranma is the first, at least in Japan. Ranma sold at least 55 million copies. The second is Inuyasha with 50 million, and then Urusei is 35. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah. So
this must be like the richest mangaka ever.
I mean, I feel like
she should be based on the sales.
I feel like at the time, especially when the original show first came out, I feel like Lum was like the face of anime, at least. Like, I think you practically saw her everywhere. I mean, I even remember seeing her in a lot of stuff, and I just had no idea who Lum was, or, you know, whatever. So there's definitely a lot of inspiration there. It's kind of like with Haruhi Suzumiya, where like Haruhi, like in the early 2000s, Haruhi was like practically the face of anime. Like you literally saw her everywhere. So I think for the 80s, Lum was definitely the face of anime for a really long time, and she still is the face. So I just love how clean the animation is. Like, it's so pretty, and like the colors in it are so vibrant, and it just shows character. And it also shows like how much of a comedy and how silly this story is that's being told and stuff. So I think one of my favorites is in episode 2, where Ataru, he's tired of Lum electrocuting him constantly, so he asks Cherry to like help him try to suppress Lum's powers, and by doing that, he gives Ataru the ribbons to put on her horns.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
this is funny.
So
she makes people fall in love with her.
Yeah. So, and like those two sleazeball guys that like visit Ataru's house are like trying to defend Lum and everything like that. So
she didn't need a ribbon to make me fall in love with her. You know what I'm saying?
Also, what's his name? Mendo.
Mendo.
The kid.
Mendo. It's like Gendo.
The kid that you first meet.
He has an octopus on his
I
shoulder.
think in episode 3. He's voiced by one of my favorite voice actors, Mamoru Miyano.
Oh, that guy's crazy, dude.
Like, literally, he's the voice of Tamaki in Oran, and
he does everybody.
I literally love him as Mendo. Like, he has, I think, the best lines in this show by far, right now.
Yeah, he does. I think he does.
Like, he
Okabe
does these like
Steins Gate,
insanely screams,
Zombieland,
and they're
Zombieland
hilarious.
Saga manager.
So
pretty much any crazy character, just put him in there. You know.
Yeah, he's great. I love him. I'm enjoying him as
He's
Mendo.
Taichi from Chihayafuru. How did I not know that?
Yeah, dude. Masashi Yamada did a lot of cuts for the not first episode, but the second episode, and he's also worked on some One Piece movie stuff and JoJo stuff and Digimon Adventure stuff. Pretty cool.
I love like how like when Lum, when she does use her powers, her hair changes colors.
That's what I was gonna say, is the effects that they use for when she changes colors is really nice.
Yeah.
I really like that.
It's so pretty. Like, I just love watching. Like, it's so good. I love the colors.
You're such a Rumiko Takahashi stan, Danny.
So, is that a problem?
How dare you like something? That's
How
all I
dare
have to
you
say.
not like anything?
Why do you exclude me from that? God, I hate being excluded.
Sam, you too. How dare you like
fuck
something?
you. You're only saying because I said something. We're moving
Sam,
on.
you're second place, if that makes you feel better.
No, it doesn't.
All right. Rumakun third season.
Had the comic book as a kid. Fuck you. Anyway.
Fufu Iju Koibutu Miman. More than a married couple, but not lovers.
Didn't watch this one.
This is the next show we're talking about. Danny definitely watched this one, right?
I did not. Nope.
Good transition.
What?
He's trying to save his ass.
Okay, maybe that was Zella likes this one a lot. We got to mention all our Discord people every episode. That's everybody take a shot. We've mentioned everybody. No, we haven't. We haven't mentioned Ed. Ed, we're gonna do the my manga for the manga club. Okay, we're doing One Piece. We're changing that back to One Piece, please. Anyway, this show, married couple. It's like it's one of those shows where Japan assigns people marriages. I forget, there's another show like this, but it's a little bit different. It's like instead of it being like you actually have to marry this person, the schools it's a high school that has like an exam where they force students to kind of live together as like a married couple, and they get points based on how well they interact with each other, and there's cameras and shit. And it's really creepy if you think about it, but they have to do like the I Love Lucy thing where like they sleep in separate beds or whatever. But the studio that did this was Studio Mother, which I find hilarious. Really funny name right there. It's like Studio Nut. It's like the same level of hilarity. Studio Mother also did Ari Ferretta. And Space Battleship Yamato. Oh, never mind. That's a different thing. Okay, but yeah. So this show is like, it's a comedy, enforced romance with different characters. So you have the main character, what's his name? Jiro. He's kind of like this nerdy guy, and he doesn't want anything to do with this other girl she's like almost like a Gyaru, but she's like a really popular girl, like Regina. She's Regina George from Mean Girls. See, Danny, you'll understand this. And she's not really like that, but she's like a popular girl.
See,
oh yeah, Sam likes Mean Girls
from
too.
All the girl stuff. It's so fucking annoying. Like,
because you always talk about Gundam and shit. All right, you always talk about like Robo Battler 5 and shit. It's like, all right, I gotta stereotype you guys and put you in a box. Is that okay?
No, it's not.
All right, it's not okay. All right. Well, now I know. Anyway, Jiro
you knew
and
10
Akari.
months ago.
Jiro is in love with his childhood friend Shiori, and Akari is in love with this other popular guy, Minami. And guess what? They all get swapped, so it's opposites. Jiro and Akari, they got to be together, and then Shiori and Minami got to be together. That's the first couple episodes so far. This show is actually really well animated. Like, the backgrounds are really well done, in my opinion. Looks great. There's like a scene where they're walking through the rain, and it's good looking. It's kind of fun to watch both the characters. You mostly follow Jiro and Akari, at least in the first 2 episodes. I don't know if it changes perspectives later on or not, but it's fun to see. She's like a tsundere. Akari's literally a tsundere, so she like kind of sort of opens up to him, and she's kind of like Asuka a little bit. She's always like calling him like a dummy and stuff, but she's not as tsundere as Asuka from Evangelion. She's less than that. She's like nicer than that. So it's actually kind of good. Like, Danny, you would really like this. Sam, you don't like rom-coms, right? Or no, you do, but you don't.
I don't know, because I didn't watch it.
But you don't like
about it.
Okay. Anyway, this one is. I liked it more than Urusei Yatsura. There, what do you think of that? Okay,
I just don't think Kaguya-sama's that hype. That's the only rom-com.
Okay, well, how dare you? How dare you? This one is fun.
The only good thing about it.
This is more romance than comedy. It's like a 70-30, maybe an 80-20 actually. But yeah, it's good. It's good.
Is that the kind of ground beef you get at the store? 80-20? Is that what we're doing?
Dude, I do like fucking 50-50, dude.
50-50.
It's fucking just huge amount of fat. I love it.
Well, I'm glad one of us watched it because I forgot about it.
It is a good, fun show. That's my recommendation. Wow, I'm really bad at this.
That's my recommendation. It's good.
Toradora. No. It's a little bit like Toradora. I'm looking at the recommendations. Koi to Uso. Okay. Yeah. Nisekoi a little bit. I'd say it's closest to Toradora, probably.
Okay. Shinobi no Itoki. I really wanted to watch this one, and I forgot about it as well.
This one had ninjas, so I said,
But it apparently seems like it's not that good. Seems average, I guess. But
yeah,
the main girl.
If the audience wants us to watch shows, just let us know. Just in Discord, especially, just be like, "Hey, watch
we're gonna cover sequels next week. But if we missed any, non-sequels,
if there's like something egregious, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know, and we'll cover it next week. But yeah, the main girl, Kosetsu, looks super cool. I like her character design. She's got the ninja mask. Well, it looks like a regular mask, but I mean, she's a ninja. But ninja stuff is always cool to me, man. I love ninjas. Fucking ninjas and shit. But anyway, we didn't watch that one. I'm the villainess, so I'm taming the final boss.
Danny watched this, right? That was the husbando.
I did. Yes. Yes, I watched this.
This was the first one I watched, so I forgot like most of what happened. And I didn't do a good job taking notes on this.
This is not an isekai, right? But it's like a light novel.
It is an isekai, Sam.
It is an isekai,
literally
but
an isekai.
like just barely
Yeah.
an isekai. Really, it's similar to
Otome game.
It's similar to My Next Life as a
Yeah,
Villainess.
that's what I said. Otome game. My next life is a villainous.
I don't know what a.
But the main girl, I would say this: it's not as good because the main girl does not have a 5-head.
See, I disagree with you. I think this is better than My Next Life.
No 5-head, not even once.
Doesn't have a 5-head.
Danny, which one has a higher score? How about this? My Next Life is a Villainous, 7.48. I'm a Villainous, so I'm taming the final boss, 7.47. Okay? Who's right?
Wait, so Nick, did you watch this
Still
too
a
or no?
7.
What?
Nick, did you watch this too or no?
Yes, but I forgot a lot of details.
Okay, Danny, you go ahead.
I'm sure, yeah, Danny, just you do all the talking. It's better than I'll give it credit for, so there.
So the
You like it better than Villainous is what you're saying.
No, Villainous is a 100th of a point better.
Okay, sorry.
therefore is a
she was
better
about to
show.
summarize and I interrupted. Go ahead. Sorry.
It's based on a light novel. Mahos Film is the studio who does this, but pretty much it just follows main character. Her name is Elaine, and she all of a sudden remembers her past life because she realized that the character she's interacting with is similar to a game she used to play. And her life pretty much changes the day of her engagement to Prince Cedric, who pretty much called off their engagement and announced that he is going to marry Lilia, who is like this goody two-shoes kind of looking gal and everything. And so Elaine, she gets pissed off by that and says, you know what, fuck this, like, you don't want me, then I'm gonna go like to the final boss of this game and I'm gonna woo him and have him marry me instead. So and she goes to the forest where Claude is, and she meets the crows, who kind of like I guess tries to get people not to go into the forest because Claude is scary and he's the Demon King, which is really funny because one of the crows, Elaine befriends them and calls them Almond, which is really cute. So yeah, I mean, it's very, very similar to like My Next Life as a Villainous. So to me, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit better. There's no 5 heads. I'm not a fan of 5 heads at all. So, and Claude is really, really hot. So.
Dan, you're being a hypocrite. I said
care.
5 heads are hot. You said a guy was hot. Okay.
Well, he is. Have you seen him?
I don't look. Okay. I don't even.
Well, then
I don't see physical appearance.
That's your prerogative. So.
Yeah, he does have long hair. All right, I guess that's true.
He does have long hair.
You can just tuck it back and I pretend he's a lady.
He's tall, dark, and handsome. Sam, you would like him. He's sexy.
Hello.
Hide the balls. Get a clean shave and hide your balls, boy.
But yeah, Elaine, she's definitely very like, I wouldn't say she's like a tsundere, but there are some like intentions, like Cedric, her ex-fiance, kind of like is like, he kind of portrays himself as like the bad guy and tries to frame Elaine for certain things that happens in at least the first 3 episodes. So, and he also couldn't get over on how much Elaine wasn't like into him anymore. So he was mad about that. And of course, Claude kind of like came to Elaine's rescue because during like this ball and stuff, Elaine asked Claude to be her escort to the ball and stuff. So, and that's kind of like where Elaine kind of, not like sabotage, but there was some sketchy stuff going around that they were trying to frame her into doing in something, but she remembers what happens in the game, so she tries to prevent that and everything. So yeah, it's really cute. I actually really enjoy it for once. Add that to the list of isekais that Danny actually likes. So yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Okay, nice. Beast Tamer. I don't even know what that was.
I looked at this, but I did not have time to start it.
Okay. Bocchi the Rock.
Never
This
heard
is
of it.
Adorable.
Trash.
Show's goated.
Why is this show so low on the list? What the hell?
I have no idea.
I guess, okay, there's a lot of sequels, so if we chop off all the sequels, it'd be higher up. But, yeah. Who did this? This was Studio Cloverworks, based on a 4-koma manga. It's a comedy, music. Wow. My Anime List finally added the CG, the cute girls doing cute things tag, and they abbreviate it.
Cute girls doing cute things.
CGDCT. That's the theme.
Yeah. Story and art by
Serious.
Agi Hamaji, and it serializes in Manga Time Kirara Max. This is this is like Hitoro Goto is a high school girl. She wants to start learning to play the guitar because she dreams of being in a band and doing, do things that make her stand out and be popular. Not that she's unpopular, but she's not really like, she's just
She
like
doesn't
invisible.
exist.
Yeah, she's like invisible.
She makes a comment. She's like, in middle school, people called me, hey, and you there.
Well,
Yeah.
she also has some social.
No, she has
anxiety.
crazy
she has-
anxiety.
She has
Yeah.
severe, major social
Not-
anxiety.
I would say not like Comey levels, but almost
It's
Comey
the
levels.
show is literally
honestly,
Hitoro
I think
Bocchi
it's
mixed with
more-
K-On. That's what it is.
It's honestly way above Comey anxiety level.
I wouldn't say that because she talks to people. at
Well,
least.
that's
Yeah.
true, but
Yeah.
I mean, she still has
She's
stage
like right
fright
up there.
and everything. Like I don't know. I feel like
Actually, no. She has above Comey anxiety because Danny's right. Yeah.
I love this show. I think it's really cute. I think my one flaw about this show is Goto. Like, I don't know what it is about her. Like, I want to like her, but I'm really not a fan.
The main
of
girl.
how,
Okay.
Of literally on how severe her anxiety is.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, it's exaggerated. It's anime,
very
you know?
it's very overly exaggerated, and I honestly don't know how I feel about it. Like,
Play
anytime
for
I
laughs,
watch it,
so we can laugh
it's-
at her.
no, I don't want to laugh at her.
At her, not with her.
Exactly. I don't want to laugh at her. Like a lot of, I guess, like the moments where it's supposed to be comedic, it's not comedic to me. It's just
triggering.
like, okay, like you're honestly just literally over exaggerating. Like it's not that much of a big deal. I mean, I can understand
Not to
how
you, Danny, because you're
I
an
can
adult.
understand. Listen, I can understand how people can feel overwhelmed on certain things. I've experienced it myself. Like I have anxiety myself. So, and I also know a lot of people who have way more severe anxiety than I do, and they can get overwhelmed too. But this is like overwhelming anxiety, like times 100, and it's not funny like how Komi-san is funny.
Well, and I think what you're saying too, Danny, is also the way it's portrayed with this girl is more for like it's like in a comedic way and not realistic.
Yeah, this
whereas,
is. I think it's funny. Yeah.
and I understand
Yeah.
that.
They
And I
have
mean,
like
it's
her imaginary
honestly-
friends on her shoulders, like
and
showing
it's
up.
honestly
and
the
stuff.
same thing with Komi-san. Like Komi-san is obviously like over exaggerated too. Like
Well, Komi-san's almost worse because, like, if you think about it, nobody would care about Komi if she wasn't hot.
all right,
It's fucked up to say that,
but
but
in
I'm not
Komi-san-
agreeing. I'm just saying, like,
But I'm saying Komi-san's is more realistic, and they even explain it
Yeah.
like during the show.
right.
But like anyway, so
this one is. I thought I'm the opposite. I disagree with Danny. I appreciate your point, but I disagree.
But no, I that's what I mean is I agree with Danny because I think in this it's not portrayed as like
This is supposed to be like a light. This is not like an analysis of shyness, really. It's just like
that's true. Yeah, that's just part of her character.
I think it's that's like her thing, and she does actually get better like each episode a little.
Yeah,
tiny
but very
bit,
little.
But,
like it's
yeah,
not
tiny
like
bit,
a miles.
Yeah, it's
It's
but that's how it works in real life. You don't instantly get better. So
I mean, I understand
Yeah.
that. Like I am aware on like she's not gonna be this social butterfly by like episode 3. Like I know that. It's just
you don't like the way it's executed.
yeah, like I don't know. It's weird.
it's one of the best shows of the season by far.
Listen, like I said, I enjoy it. I think it's the most cutest thing ever. So, I mean, obviously it gives me K-On! Vibes for sure.
It's
I
Danny's
just
review.
appreciate
Cute,
I just
but triggering.
appreciate that it's not like revolved around in a school, it's revolved around a club.
So I didn't get to finish what it was about, but yeah, like that's like she learns the guitar and in 3 years she kind of holds herself up in her closet and gets really good at it. Really amazing at it actually. And
Much so that she has a huge following on YouTube.
yeah,
30,000.
And so it's funny because like she's like, well, I'll bring my guitar to school and maybe somebody will notice me and then we can start a band because I want to
Oh yeah, this is like kind of sad and funny. She's like, I brought CDs and put them on my desk and no one talked to me.
Yeah, and then
I was like, oh.
So then after school she's sitting at a park by herself or whatever, and then the drummer, what's her name, Nijika, she approaches her and says, oh my god, last minute our guitarist bailed, can you please like play with us at this club that my sister runs? And it's like, okay, this will help me make friends, I think. And she's really nervous and scared, obviously. And they do a rehearsal, and they find out that Goto is like kind of bad. She's not bad at guitar, but she's bad at being in a band.
It's like me on the podcast. I just interrupt.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, Nick is so good at talking by himself, but like when it's the three of us, like he's just like you have to. It's different.
I'm a sub water fish or whatever she calls herself. Subwater flea.
Subwater flea. But I, like Danny said though, that's kind of what I. So I mean, I was really hype about this one because literally I was like, well, I love K-On! Right? But one of the things I was hyped about it the most was that they are high school girls, yes, but they're not doing this band for school. It's like at a club and just to be in a band, like Given or
K-On! Is literally the light music club. This is like their band.
Yeah, and so I really like it, and the guitars obviously this is one of those shows where the guitars and instruments are like real life instruments. She has a Gibson Les Paul. I don't know what kind, but it's a Gibson Les Paul and it's black. It's really amazing. It's like her dad's guitar that he lets her use, and animation is really nice. The character animation is really fucking good. Fucking Nakamura killing the game, and Watabe killing the game. I love it. I think it's really good. One thing I love about it the most is I relate to it on a personal level because that is how one of my favorite bands that I was ever in when I was a kid was their bassist bailed on them. And so the drummer, shout out to Chrissy, the drummer ran up to me and was like, Tony? I was like, yeah. And she's like, he says you can play bass. I was like, yes. Will you play bass for me in my recital thing? I was like,
oh, God.
Okay.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And I was like, that's literally how it happened. Like that person bailed. I don't know who his name was or who he was or who the fuck he was or whatever. But we rehearsed like 2 times and then we played at her. It was like a recital for her music teachers. So we went to her music teacher's place and then all of his students did like a, performance or whatever. And Chrissy's was like presenting as a band. But yeah, that was really fun. And then we became a band after that. But yeah, that's kind of how I related to it in a personal level. And I thought it was really funny. Although I'm not as,
I have anxiety, but not for social interactions. So like I don't relate to her in that way at all. But yeah, no, the animation's great. It's really funny.
Yeah, it looks really good. I love the style of this.
I do understand.
They're very creative in their shots too. Like they have different angles and stuff.
Yeah,
instead of like the regular angle.
I love the angle of when it's looking down into the club because you got to go downstairs.
Yeah, there's like
you got to go down.
There's also like the fisheye angle when there's one where, what is it? They're looking at what's her name in the trash can, Goto.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, or no, she's like walking up to them, like declaring something very minor, but to her is a big deal.
Yeah, and yeah, it looks really nice. I really like the solid color, fill in thin lines, very minimal highlights, not a lot of shading. The shading that is there is just black. I do understand Danny's point. Goto can be kind of annoying sometimes.
No, I love her, dude. She's wonderful.
But I did like that it was fun. The first show they did play, she played in a box.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
That's how I feel, dude. If I'm in a box,
like,
I will
man,
go crazy.
Really?
I did that one time. I did that with my friends. I dressed up in a box.
I understand why she did it was because that was her comfort level. Like she's never really played with a band. She's always played by herself in her closet.
Yeah, so the crampness like reminded her of it.
She feels comfortable that way.
I relate to that, dude. When she was hiding under the table, she's like, I need a cold damn place to cool down. I'm like, yes.
I think
I feel
Goto's
that.
your spirit animal, Nick.
Yeah, I'm not as extreme as her, but I relate to the darkness. The dampness. Maybe not
That's
damp.
all we can hope for when we watch anime.
But yeah, this is fucking great. Rio is the blue-haired girl. She's like
my
a
favorite
rich girl.
character.
She's such a snob. She's like the other girls are like,
really?
I'm not that good, and she's like, I'm good.
Yeah.
She's like, if what are they like? She's like, if I sang, then the band would break up, or I'd be too good, or something. Like
It'd be so overwhelming. Yeah.
yeah, it would be overwhelming.
She's the bassist, and like they're like trying to figure out like, okay, well, we need money because
she's rich, and they're like, yeah, we can't get her money because she blows it all on instruments, and she blushes.
and she's like, oh, blush. And it's like that wasn't a compliment. Like,
Because Goto said like, are you sure we should trust you with the finances? Why don't we trust Rio? And that's when she told her like, nah, Rio, she'll fucking spend it all. Like, I don't trust that bitch.
Yeah, it's really funny. The three of them have their own quirks, and it's really funny. And so the next, I didn't watch episode 3. That's probably when they got Ikuyo, right? The
singer.
I didn't get there, but I really like it so far, and I'm excited to watch more of it. So I don't know about you guys. I'm gonna keep watching.
Yeah, this show's fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Real good, real funny.
Akiba Meido Senso, Akiba Maid War.
Everybody was surprised at how good this one was.
Dude, I like it. It's really like the goofy dumb action anime of the. It's kind of like Assault Lily Bouquet, except more
or Lycris
stupid,
Recoil, or
Lycris Recoil actually had like a cool story though, and
I guess like Maid Dragon, maybe it's like randomly violent.
I don't know.
Okay,
but anyway, it takes place in the 90s, which is hilarious.
The best
late
decade.
90s. And Nagomi Wahira, excuse me, Nahomi Wahira moves to Tokyo in the Akihabara prefecture to become a maid at a maid cafe because she just wants to, and because she wants to fulfill her dream of becoming cute maid girl, and not knowing that there's like an underground like power struggle between maid cafes to the point where like it's literally on some gang shit. Like it's like
Black Lagoon levels.
You want to start some shit, then you go down to their cafe and you go, all right, I'm gonna fuck y'all up, and y'all are a bunch of bitches, and your head mate is a fucking wuss. What are you gonna do? Come say that to my tits, and then you bust a cap. Like that's literally
the best character is Ranko, the old
Ranko. Dude.
She's an old maid. She's 35 or whatever, and she's such a like a kudere. She has like no expression, but it's hilarious.
So her and Wahida start at the same time, and Wahida thinks like, "Oh, I'm just at the maid cafe," but Ranko knew what was up right away.
Yeah,
she's
she's literally like a mercenary. It's funny because it starts out as a regular maid show, and Ranko's like trying to learn how to be a maid, and she's like very deadpan. She's like a deadpan. She can't do like the moe moe kyon thing. She can't do like the omelet thing, and it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and so you gotta pay debts you gotta kick up to the people that own like your cafe and stuff, and like Soprano style and shit. And there's a panda. There's a panda that hangs out at their.
It's a 10 out of 10 show then.
Okachibachi 10 out of 10 show. But yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, the first couple of episodes are great. It's like there's a big gunfight. Episode
Sentai
1.
Filmworks. It's just cute maids, hot maids shooting at each other. It's gang war maid cafe. Like it's amazing. It's fucking.
And
funny.
then in episode 2, they have to gamble for their lives, pretty much, and it's really funny how that goes down. I don't want to spoil it, but yeah.
What do you guys think? You guys are gonna keep watching it, or?
Oh yeah, I'll keep watching this one.
It's an original PA Works.
Oh god, so it's gonna have a great start, a crappy middle, and a questionable ending.
Yeah,
like every anime original.
What about you, Danny? You gonna keep watching it?
I didn't watch it. So,
Oh, okay.
But now I might.
It's kind of like, it's nothing special, but it's just like, hey, let's make an action, criminal underworld gang power struggle show, but the gangs are maid cafes, and that's literally what it is. Yeah,
that's so weird.
Yeah, it's really funny. And
their manager's really funny.
Yeah. Tencho, she tries to send Wahira on a job, which is basically go to the bunny cafe, the Moonbeam Bunny Cafe, and give them this letter. And the letter just says like, fuck your head maid, she sucks.
The letter's just
right,
like,
because
fuck you.
they're pigs, right?
Yeah.
What
the Oinky Boink Cafe, that's what it's called.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
And because the debt collector was like, if you don't have money, then this is what you have to do. And so they send the new girl to go do it because like, well, she's a new girl, so we'll just sacrifice her. Ranko knew what was up right away and was like, well, let me go with her. And then Ranko literally murks everyone.
It's funny. She does it like fucking Godfather style. She has a brown paper bag and just through the bag shoots the other girl through the fucking forehead.
And then they're running away. Funny. And then, do you ever seen the movie Shoot 'Em Up?
Oh, yeah. It's
that.
Jason
It's
Statham.
basically that.
The whole place like explodes. Or no, that was next episode. Anyway, yeah, it's funny.
Bullets flying. Yeah, it's really funny. Anyway, really funny. I think you should just give it a watch. It's worth it. It's funny. I think it'll be hilarious. Okay. I've somehow gotten stronger when I improved my farm-related skills.
No, just stop.
Yeah,
Any show that starts with the word "I" is like, it's not gonna be good.
We're done. Yeah, we're done. Yeah. Dave, did you watch it?
No.
Okay, yeah, moving on. Do it.
Why did you even ask?
We didn't even describe what the show. It's isekai, probably. So yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, he reached the max level, becoming a farmer. Yeah, I don't know. He makes fruit.
Oh god.
It's Animal Crossing, but dumb.
It's probably better than I think, but I'm not gonna try it.
Do it yourself.
Hell
Another
yeah.
cute girl doing cute things.
This was like Azakin, but less wacky, but still good. Club show.
So
how was
this
Azakin
one,
not on the Mal recommendations? That's insane.
So this one is Save the Club anime with girls, cute girls doing things, but the club is DIY, which is like building stuff, DIY projects. Building.
Oh,
they
this
build
is an
a
original
bench.
too.
Yes, this is an original by Pine Jam.
Pine Jam.
Goat Pine Jam, dude. Goat Pine Jam.
Oh, they did Gleipnir and Kageki Shoujo.
Kageki Shoujo, yeah. Yeah, so this girl named Serafu Yua, or Yua Serafu, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, do it yourself. That's the Japanese broken English way of saying it.
Romaji, yeah.
Yeah, Romaji. And that is the way you're supposed to say it, because like you have to say it in like almost like a racist way for them to understand it.
Well, yeah. When they borrow words, like hamburger.
Hamburger.
And actually, the word for bathroom. The word for bathroom is just toilet. Yeah, toilet.
Toilet.
I picked that up from anime.
And table is teberu. Yeah, dude. It's so she is she's kind of a yutz, but she's a really outgoing.
She's so funny.
Yeah,
I
she's
love
an
her.
outgoing, really funny girl. And her neighbor is like her childhood friend, Miku. And she's like, well, I got accepted into this prestigious high school. And Serafu is like, yeah, I didn't. I got accepted
I have
into
Band-Aids
this
on my
one."
face. What do you fucking think happened?
Yeah, yes. Like, it's part of her character design because
Can't
she's
even
always
tuck
hurting
my
her.
shirt in.
She's always hurting herself, and she's always dressed like very sloppy. Her shirt's not tucked in. And they basically on the way to school on her bike, because she takes her bike 2-hour fucking commute. Or no, that was Bocchi the Rock. Never mind. But it's a long commute to take her bike, and Rei Yasaku fixes it for her, and she's like, "Wow, I want to go thank her. I'm gonna go thank her." And she thanks her in the club shed for the do-it-yourself club, and that's when she's like, "Wow, this is awesome." And basically, the Haruko Hoketsu, she's like the nurse, but she's also like a club attendee. She basically is like, yeah, you got to have 5 members or we're going to shut it down. So then they start, getting more members, and it's really fucking cute, and it's really good. You know what? Like, these shows are getting better. These cute girls doing cute things, slice of life shows, club shows, are getting way better.
Yeah.
Before, I used to just I'm like, okay, great, yeah.
I still think K-on's the best one.
K-On is still really up there for me, yeah. But, like, this one is really good. The character designs are really good. Takumi is my favorite character 'cause she's, like, the creative glasses cutie.
Oh yeah,
She's the one who designed the sign.
The sign, yeah. She like takes like broken tiles and screws and stuff and makes like. Oh man, it's so super. It's actually really cool. It
I
makes me
think
want to
Ray
do, like,
is
more
the
crafts and
most
stuff.
boring character. She's kind of the straight man.
She's kind of like she was there. Yeah, she's kind of like the overseer.
At least so far, I'm sure she
balanced
changes throughout the
character.
show, but
I
she's
really
just
like.
I will handle the drill because I can't fucking trust Yua. I can't trust
Serafu.
myself. I can't trust
Yeah.
yourself.
Can't trust you to Serafu. Yeah, dude. It's fucking funny, dude. And then like even her mom tells her, she's like, "No, dude, like whenever you were a kid playing with Miku, you always hurt yourself, and so I had to take away your arts and crafts, and I gave you crayon and sketchbooks because you're a yutz." And good thing I gave you the non-toxic crayons because you were eating them.
She does the Homer Simpson where she lodges it in her brain.
Yeah, and then Serafu just responds with like, "Oh man, I was a prom child, dude. That's wild." It's so fucking funny.
She's so laid back. I love it.
She was like, "Oh no way."
I think honestly, my favorite is every time she goes home and she eats dinner with her mom, and they're like, and she goes, "Oh yeah, this is good. Like, what is it?" And the mom always says it's pork, and once they say it's pork, they show a frame with like all the animals, like Pochi and Tama and Meat, like all eating dinner. But
Yeah,
like,
they have a dog, a pig, and what else?
and a cat.
And a cat. Okay, yeah.
But like anytime they're eating pork, the pig is like shivering in like the little like corner because like he's afraid because they're eating pork because he's a pig. So like I'm just
He's like, "You guys are monsters."
the poor piggy, like. And there was this one time where the pig was like sleeping on Yua, and she like said like the oh, that pork is delicious, and then all of a sudden like the pig just woke up scared and like kicked her in the face.
Oh my god,
It was so cute.
so funny. The OP was really good too. Like the dancing in the OP, it was so cute.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
spoil my pick for the season.
Well, it wouldn't spoil it. You just said it just now. Okay, anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
No,
Okay,
like
we gotta move on.
I love the
Yeah.
font and the text is like made out of tools and shit.
Yeah. One thing I will say is I very much like the very thin line work and single colored filled, and other color shades like for under the hair. Love that. Love the way it looks, and especially animated like this. Amazing. Okay. Golden Kamuy Season 4 and Mobile
Never
Suit
heard of
Gundam
it.
The Witch from Mercury.
Hello, Witch from Mercury. Did you guys
This is
watch
probably-
the prologue to this one? Because that was good. That was good.
Yeah, so I started watching it a couple months ago when they uploaded it, and then I didn't finish it, but I finished it today. And then
Wait,
watch
the prologue
the other.
or okay, I was like the whole
Yeah,
show.
the prologue. So the prologue is free on Gundam Info YouTube channel, and
Yeah,
actually
it's on YouTube. Just type it in.
It's also on Crunchyroll, just so you know.
And so the thing about the Gundam Info YouTube channel, I just will remind everybody again because people forget, they upload whole Gundam shows on there. So everything, they uploaded Seed and Seed Destiny and 08th MS Team.
Oh God, doesn't see Destiny like the worst Gundam?
It's one of the. I don't like it. Yeah.
No wonder they uploaded it.
A lot of people don't like it, but a lot of people like the. A lot of people like the Strike Gundam, which I love the Strike Gundam too. But
Gundam is not a show to watch. It's a show to masturbate to the robot designs.
Ew.
that being said, everyone
is.
should watch. Yeah, no, Nick's right. Everyone should watch.
I don't mean literally, but I mean, maybe. Anyway.
Everyone should watch 8th MS Team. But yeah, let's talk about Witch from Mercury, and then any ones we didn't mention, we'll mention real quick at the end here.
So to watch this show, you first have to watch Revolutionary Girl Utena.
No, you don't.
That's the prequel.
No, it's not.
I'm just kidding.
That's not real.
It's really funny because we'll get to episode 1, but episode 0, the prologue, we should start there.
This is also on Budflix, by the way. So the prologue, I'm sure they're going to mention more of it.
It's on Crunchyroll too.
Yeah, and on
Danny!
Crunchyroll.
All right.
I'm sure they're going to mention more
I'm sorry.
of it.
You were interrupting a whole bunch of times earlier.
I know, you already said it was on Crunchyroll, though.
Everyone yell at Nick and Danny. And no one yell at me because I do everything. And the Honey Bear. The thing about the prologue is I'm sure they're going to break it down more later in the series, but why wait for that? You should just watch it because it's really cool. But basically, there is this place called Oak's Earth where they are designing mobile suits with the Gund arm technology. And the Gund arm technology turns a mobile suit into a Gundam. And so this technology is very, very crazy. It puts a lot of stress on your body, on the pilot's body, right? Unless you have a special kind of gift in which they call witches. And so they're designing this mobile suit called Elfrit. And this lady is one of the designers, along with her husband. And their daughter turns 4 that day as they're about to get close to the end. And some political shit happens. They want to cease the production of Gund arms and any mobile suits that are deemed as Gundams because it's dangerous technology. And so they do a political hit on Oak's Earth, kill everyone inside, destroy all the mobile suits, and the mom and the baby get away.
She's 4. She's not a baby.
Yeah, she's 4. Toddler, I guess.
She's the terrible 2s.
They figure out that
2.
They figure out that she can control the Elfrit without having any stress on her body. And as they escape, she's literally
the malleable flesh of a child.
She's literally nuking other mobile suits.
So funny. This was sad and hilarious at the same time, because the UI, the screen that they could see from in their cockpit was a bunch of colorful things and stuff, and the little girl's like, "Look, mommy, it's like candies," and she's touching the
She
screen.
didn't say candy. She said candles.
I thought it was candy.
No,
because she kept talking about candy. Either way, no, Danny, it's funny.
It was her birthday. She
said candles.
Talking about candles.
I read candy. Candies is funnier though. Okay.
Candies is funnier.
It is funny.
Death is funny.
Candies are bright. Okay.
All right. Anyway,
I'm gonna fucking subtitle this.
I'm gonna subtitle.
They're singing "Happy Birthday" in the cockpit too, as the father's dying.
Oh God, dude!
So good, dude. That's what Gundam is They go so over the top with the death or the mid battle melodrama.
They do.
It's really it's great. I love that shit.
They really do. And so anyway, then in the first episode, it's pretty obvious that the main girl.
So what happened to her mom?
her mom, I'm pretty sure that's
That's Lady Prospera or something?
yeah, Prospera Mercury. Soletta
Okay.
Mercury and Prospera Mercury are the mom and baby from
Yeah, because she had the same arm. So anyway, yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
Episode
I'm
one.
pretty sure it is anyway. But anyway,
Episode 1 is Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant. She meets Mercury meets a friend. She has this little garden, and then her betrothed husband is an asshole to her, and he like smashes the garden, and then they have to battle and get in a duel, and then she
Soletta's
wins.
like, I'll duel you.
Yeah, she wins the duel, so now she's betrothed to the other girl, and she gets the Rose Bride. Okay, and then after
Smells
episode 2,
roommate-y.
there's no more lieutenant stuff.
Yeah.
They just
Smells
bait
super
you.
roommatey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They get you baited.
It's not directed anything like Lieutenant either, so yeah, it's directed like Gundam.
Yeah, so then from here, they basically are like, they're like, okay, well, that's a fucking Gundam. What happened to the Cathedra agreement, which is the agreement is do not produce any more mobile suits with the Gundam technology. And all these companies are like, you know, fighting for whatever. And the Benerit Group, which is the owner of the school that they all attend, is basically like, okay, well, let's see what this fucking thing can do. And so Prospera shows up and she's like, I can tell you it's not a Gundam. And it's like, well, how do you know? And it's like, well, because we designed it, because, you know, it just uses it's just drone technology. It's not a Gundam. And it's a Gundam. But she's basically doing it so her daughter can stay in school because they're going to expel her and scrap the suit. And it's going to be cool. So far it's only taking place in the school, but in the school is called Astacasia. You know, fucking Gundam with their amazing European made up Lithuanian names. But yeah, dude. Chuatari Panlunch, Shadik Zanelli, Delling Rembrandt,
Kudelia
not Rembrandt,
Ilelia Bernstein or whatever.
Felzy Rollo.
Oh god, they have like James Bond level names.
Yeah.
Char Aznable, obviously, but
Char Aznable, Vagina, Catra,
Vagina.
But yeah, I will say this: I don't know who JNTHED.
Oh my god, Jamatov
Genthed?
Hyman. Is that a real name?
No, JNTHED. Genthed.
Oh, Full Frontal. Full Frontal's a famous one.
They're an artist. They're the ones who did the mecha design for the Aerial Gundam. This is a younger artist, up and coming, and he got hired to do the mecha design for the Aerial Gundam, and I think he did a great job. You should follow him on ArtStation and
I love ArtStation.
Twitter.
I use that for my Magic the Gathering cards.
Yeah, on Twitter and ArtStation, I'm looking at his work now, and I'm a big fan. This is the first I've heard of him. I love mecha artists; they're so fucking amazing, and he's done such a great job. He did a cool Strelitzia piece, so that's really sweet. It looks like he's did a couple of Pixel things as well. But yeah, he did some Metal Gear stuff, I guess, too. Design on some Metal Gear stuff, so that's really amazing. I fucking love it. This is the new Gundam show I've been waiting for a long time. You know, Iron Blooded Orphans was okay. You know, it wasn't amazing. But that being said, Nick just tagged me in this article. Gundam characters with the strangest names.
Quattro Vagina.
Yeah, that's Char. That sounds
Quattro
like
Vagina. That sounds like the Key and Peele sketch.
Jamatov Hyman. South Burning.
South
Cry.
Burning, dude.
Bork Cry. Borkin?
Natora Anus.
Dude, I like Revival.
Revival, dude. Classic.
Okay, but
Biscuit, cookie,
was
and
awesome.
cracker.
Dude, Biscuit was my guy. That was my guy, okay?
Full Frontal.
Right.
That's the best one. Full
Frontal,
Frontal. That's a Bond villain or a Bond chick. It's not, but it sounds like it should be.
Okay, I'm gonna think of my Gundam pilot name.
Oh shit! What's our Gundam pilot names?
Nudity Jahapanen.
Jahapanen.
That's mine.
Mine would be Buck Naked.
It would be Bucket Naked.
Oh,
Bucket Naked.
Well, the Buck is short for bucket, so there you go.
I like how
my friends call me Buck.
I like how both me and Nick both have like nudity naked like in the name.
I was thinking of George Costanza. That's why.
Danny's is Danny's is quinceanera
No. Danny would have
jalapeno.
to be... Danny would be pepperoni gabagool.
I hate you.
And it would make sense because she's a Gundam character. I did really like I don't know if you guys have heard of the Itano Circus, made popular by Ichiro Itano.
Oh, yeah, it's the animation
Yeah.
with all the explosions and shit.
The missiles, yeah. It's like the missile.
It's like a missile
volley.
spiral volley. Yeah, it's like a bunch
Yeah.
of swirls and explosions. Yeah.
They did it with CG in one of the duels, and it actually, it didn't look too much like the Itano Circus, but you can tell that's kind of what they were doing, and it actually the effect looked really cool. But other than that, the animation and production is, it's just decent. It's not anything super crazy. But what did you guys think of it?
I thought it was good. Did Danny watch it?
I did.
I think she did. Yeah, she did. She
What did
wasn't
Danny
gonna,
think?
and then she did.
She wasn't Gunda, but she did.
Nice. That's actually
All right.
really funny. That's actually
Oh,
hilarious.
okay. I thought that
was good.
failed. All right.
No, that was a good one.
Danny, you got talk about it. Say something.
Yeah, what do you think, Danny?
I mean, the whole like Utena reference piqued my interest.
Oh, okay.
And then it
Like-
unpeaked after you figured out it was Gundam.
Well, no, I mean I knew it was Gundam. I mean, obviously the fucking title says Mobile Suit Gundam.
No, but I mean, after you watch it and you're like, oh, this is fucking Gundam.
Again, I knew it was a Gundam show.
Yeah, but we all fooled ourselves into thinking it was something more.
Yeah,
never is.
Nick means like, oh, it'd be cool if they kept this theme going, and then they didn't. It went straight back to.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine.
I guess that's good though, because then you know what to expect.
It's whatever. Like again, like I got my interest piqued, and after talking to Kai, he was all like,
He's
"Yeah,
like,
I
no."
watched it," and then
I
I
pinned his
watched a
comment.
couple. I watched a couple more episodes, and then I realized, yeah, this is just a fucking Gundam.
His
This is a
comment
robot
was the
show.
best. Kai's like, then they got in the robot and fighted, and I was like, nah, we're not doing Utena here.
Yeah. Yeah. So, it's, I don't know. I do appreciate the one chick who is like bride.
Mjolnir?
Yeah,
Mjolnir?
whatever. Mio.
Did you guys-
That's what Silhouette
Mjolnir.
calls her.
Did you guys watch Thor, like the original Thor,
Yeah.
where like the one girl can't say Mjolnir, so she's like she says it wrong every time.
Mew
She's-
mew.
Mjolnir? It's like she just can't say it.
They make fun of it in the second one as it goes flying over. She goes mew mew again. It's really
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Mjolnir Rembrandt is her name.
Yeah. I do like that. She's not
She's kind of hot.
like a cut and paste at of Anthe from Utena and
No, she's
stuff. Like she's
nothing
not
like Anthe at all.
like a pushover or anything like that.
Yeah.
she's not
a
even
little bit-
Indian.
Anyway,
God, Nick, shut up for a second. She's not a pushover.
yeah, like she sticks up for herself. She's all like, my good for nothing father was the one who did this, blah blah blah. Like he set these rules, but I'm not gonna follow them, kind of thing. Like this stupid. Like I have a voice. Like I want to speak up and stick up for myself. This is what I want to do. So, excuse me, I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is the fucking uniform. Their fucking uniforms are ugly. Like
Damn.
You-
they
G-L,
are
why?
ugly. Like
You ain't
I
got
don't.
no alibi.
There is no appeal to them at all. Like every single student in that school is wearing the same thing.
Well, that's what a
and of
uniform
course-
is, Danny.
It's just I don't like it.
It looks like
I
they
know,
filled
it
their
doesn't-
trousers with poop.
It doesn't look appealing on the characters at all. Like I don't like how the shorts look.
It's like something that you'd buy at Goodwill. You just go to Goodwill. This is good enough.
I don't like it. I think that's the one big turnoff for me about
Yeah, it's like
this show
white
is the uniforms.
Shorts. Oh yeah, those shorts are pretty ugly.
I like it.
I don't. Sorry.
It's mostly
Haterade.
mostly the shorts that I don't like, but oh no, the black pocket at the bottom looks kind of weird.
If you're looking at Soletta Mercury's outfit, hers is different than the rest.
Oh, okay. Well, what the hell? Okay, what am I looking at then?
Miori and Rembrandt's it's like a
Miori,
turquoise
yeah, she has
with
she has
black.
the same thing, but yeah, it's yeah.
So Mercury's is because she's the
Mjolnir
holder.
looks pretty hot. She looks good.
Mjolnir.
She's got like nylons on or something, or leggings or whatever.
I mean, obviously they will give like the rest of the characters more like style and
Sure.
stuff. Like what's his name? The blonde haired dude. I'm not even gonna bother.
Shadi Xanelli.
The
I'm
meme
not even
man.
gonna bother pronouncing
Elon-
any of these names.
Elon Ceres. Oh no, Shadiq Zanelli.
Yeah, him. Like obviously he definitely has a different kind of uniform. Same thing with the wannabe Sionji.
Yeah.
He also kind of has a different, like he wears his uniform jacket over his shoulders and you can see his like tank top or whatever. But
the dueling community, yeah, they're like jockey, so they wear
yeah,
their jackets
obviously
over
they're
it.
going
Yeah.
to have like different types of uniforms. But like with Mercury, like her uniform is literally like everybody else's in the schools, and aside from like when she becomes the holder and it becomes white. Ooh, big whoop, it's white. I don't like
Haterade.
it. I don't care. I don't like
You know
it.
why?
The
You know why
white
the
makes her
uniforms are
look
great?
fat.
Here's why the uniforms are great, because it forces them to diversify the characters with their hair, and then you get cool characters like Choo Choo Pan Lunch with the big puffy afro pigtails.
I
best
still don't
character
like
right
them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Choo Choo Pan Lunch.
Is that from this show?
Yeah, Chuatari Pan Lunch.
Where the fuck are you seeing that?
Chuatari Choo Choo Pan Lunch.
Just link it in the chat. Anyway, Pan Lunch.
Pan Lunch. Pan Lunch.
Oh, shit.
Pan Lunch.
Yeah. You said
Yeah,
afro,
dude.
so I was looking for black hair, but she has fucking pink hair. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, because the way they outline it, you know. But so Danny, you're not gonna keep watching then?
I don't know.
That's
Well,
a
as long as
no.
you tried
Maybe-
it. As long as
Okay.
you tried it.
Maybe, I don't know. It's probably not going to be like the top of my list. Like if I'm caught up on everything and I have nothing else
This will
to
be
watch,
25 episodes, by
I'm-
the way.
I may watch
so we're
it.
going to next season. Okay.
So
Yeah. Couple of these are going.
it's
going to
be
next season.
24, not 25.
Close enough.
Urusei Yatsura, and then this one is going into next season. I didn't see which other ones were, but
There are quite a bit of shows that are going into next season.
so Danny, you got a couple more on your list that if you want to touch on just super quick.
Super quick. We're 2 hours in. And I got one more too, and I'll go quick.
And I got one more also, but yeah. Well, I'll
After The Witch from Mercury, I watched Raven of the Inner Palace. It's just a typical fantasy. There's it's about like a royal court, and the emperor decided to overthrow his I guess like stepmother or something like that. And it's kind of like a mystery. Like it reminds me of a little bit of Mushishi, where like these people go to the a person and kind of helps like figure out mysteries and stuff like that. And typically like the emperor, he goes to the Raven consort. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing of these names because they're Chinese, and I'm not going
Those
to
are
butcher them at
impossible to
all.
pronounce. Like from
So-
Thunderbolt Fantasy, when they put like that was impossible to follow.
Hold on, let
Yeah.
me see. What's anime is this called again?
Raven of the Inner Palace. I mean, that's the English for name of it.
Oh, I see it right here. Raven of the Inner Palace. Oh yeah, this one looked good.
Yeah.
Zhou Jielu, Gao Junxia, Juju, Haogo. There's no
Hey, how'd it
lines
go?
above the names. God damn it. There's no lines above the names, so I don't know like what inflection to use, but I'm just making assumptions.
Yeah, like
Young
again,
Jae
like
Yoon.
I
Yeah.
I don't even bother like trying to pronounce them. That's the thing.
Well, also
for
in
me, at
Japanese,
least.
They're different also.
Yeah,
so, like, if you're
they
watching
pronounce
it,
them differently too. Yeah, so it's
like
difficult.
Kongming was Kome, you know. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, it's cute. I mean, it's not like the best. But this kind of thing is what I enjoy. It's very simple. It's not like nothing too crazy is going on.
Sure.
So it's fun. I enjoy it. And then I am also watching Bibliophile Princess.
Bibliophile.
Yeah.
Bible
So,
thumper
like,
princess.
So she's a whore for libraries or whatever.
Yeah, she's
A
pretty
whore
much a
for
whore for libraries.
Oh, like a sentence of the bookworm.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, but it's not an isekai. It's a fantasy. So, I mean, it's just a romance. Like it
Oh,
has.
that's what this is.
It really has like the typical tropes on like, you know, the fluttery, twinkly backgrounds and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna really go into it, but it's pretty fun. I mean, again, this is like my kind, like up my alley. It's a romance. It's fun. Ileana, who is the main character, she gets approached by the crown prince, Christopher, and he's all like, "Hey, so I have a proposition for you. I'm of age to be married, and I want you to be my fiance. But I mean, we don't actually have to get married. This is just a front kind of thing. But I'll give you access to like the royal archives, and you can read them whenever you like." And so she's just like, "Okay, cool." And then, you know, as kind of like the show goes on, Ileana, she kind of starts to have feelings for Christopher and stuff. And like she sees things going on, and she was having mixed feelings because she saw the prince with another woman, and she's all like, "Oh, well then I guess, you know, I'm not going to be his fake fiance anymore. He's going to find somebody else," kind of thing. But that really wasn't the case. The woman who Christopher was hanging around with was trying to sabotage and actually assassinate Ileana. So, but Christopher was all like, "Nope, you bitch, you get out here. This is my fiance. This is who I'm going to be with." So it was really cute. And they actually kissed by episode 3. So, Sam, if you want to check it out, it's not like, you know, "Oh, are they going to kiss this time? Like, when are they going to kiss?" kind of thing.
That's hot.
Now kith.
And then the last one I watched was The Little Lies We Tell.
Okay, damn, Danny.
Jesus, Dan, you're making me look bad.
Everyone yell at Danny.
I'm sorry, I did my homework.
The Little Lies We Tell. Okay, let me look at this one. By the way, really quick, the one with the Raven, Raven of the Inner Palace, the main character design for Zhao Jielu.
It's so
very
cool.
cute.
I
She's
love
so
it.
beautiful.
Yeah,
I love it.
she's gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
sorry.
honestly that's like top tier of the season for me of character design. Like I love like when she's in her getup and stuff.
Okay, The Little Lies We Tell. Oh yeah, For Nin wa Sarezare Uso wo Tsuku. Yeah, I remember reporting on this one too. This was like based on a 4-koma manga, wasn't it? Or a manga? A shonen?
I don't know.
Oh no, comedy, gag humor in Basatsu Shonen magazine. Okay,
It's very
what did you think of this
similar.
one?
It's very
sorry, go
similar
ahead.
to like a Sobe Asubase. Like it's just random shenanigans happening.
Between these 4 friends or whatever.
Yeah. And like where is it? Here it is. The synopsis on AniList says the school comedy story follows 4 friends at a girls' school. They seem like ordinary second-year junior high school students at first glance, but they are a space pilot, a ninja without a clan, a girl with supernatural powers, and a boy in girls' clothes.
Sure.
So, Yeah, it's just random shenanigans. The girl with psychic powers, she pretty much can read everyone else's thoughts except for Tsubasa, who his real name is Tsuyoshi, because he's a boy and she can only read the same gender thoughts. So, and she actually questions like, I wonder why I can't read Tsubasa's thoughts and everything like that. And it turns out Tsuyoshi, he has a twin sister, and his sister was supposed to go to this school, but she didn't want to. So she kind of forced her brother into disguising him as her. So now he goes to this school, and it's kind of funny.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I watched.
So one I'll mention real quick that I watched the first episode of. It's not very good. I mean, it's okay. But The Legend of Mana, the Teardrop Crystal, which is based on The Legend of Mana. It's, people were hyped for it at first. I mean, these video game adaptations never, they never do very well. I'm not sure why I thought this would be any different. I just love Mana, and I was excited for it. Based off of the PlayStation game Legend of Mana, which I believe takes place before Secret of Mana. I don't remember. But Seiken Densetsu Legend of Mana. Anyway, I only watched the first episode. It's okay. I'll watch the second one, see how it goes. We'll see. The animation is decent, I guess. It's not terrible, but yeah. And Nick said you had one more, right?
I just realized mine is a sequel. It's Pop Team Epic Season 2.
Okay,
I didn't want to be caught with my pants down like last time where I forgot to watch Birdie Wing, so yeah.
Oh, you bitch. Okay. Favorite OPs? I'll go first. Because the way Danny put it on here was Sam Danny Nick orders. Stunna order.
Sedan order.
Sudan. Does anyone else call it
Sudan?
KFC Kafika, or is that just me?
Kafika? Yeah. All the time.
Okay, see, I knew Nick would get it. Okay, yeah.
I mean,
Nick
no,
would.
I was
All
just agreeing to make it feel better, but yeah.
I hate my life. Anyway. Would you be my friend if every 10 minutes I went Kafika? Fucking Urusei Yatsura Aiue by
Urusei Yatsura. Can you guys just say it right?
Urusei. No, it's actually Urusei Yatsura.
Urusei Yatsura.
No, it's not
Urusei.
Sai. If it was
It's
Sai,
Sei.
then it would be an A. Yeah.
Yeah, Urusei
it's
Yatsura. Yeah.
No.
Urusei.
Okay, can we not argue about this, please?
Oh no, I gotta Google this now.
Well, Google it on your own, please.
I literally am taking Japanese. I'm telling you how it is. It would be an. If it was Sai, it would be an A.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said Urusei Yatsura.
You said Urusei Yatsura.
I was testing you. Okay. So
Okay.
Just calm down.
Aiue by Maisa Indes, Minami, and Sakuramoto. I don't know who those artists are, but the opening was really cute.
Yeah.
I love the dancing in it. Anytime there's dancing in an OP or an ED and it's animated really well, I just love it. So that was my favorite OP. Danny, what about yours?
It's all that I picked that one too. It's
Nice.
also
Nice
my
one.
favorite. So
It's good. It's good.
yeah,
It's good.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, this, I mean, aside from like Spy Family's OP, which I love, the like newer shows, like not a lot of them really spoke to me. I mean, there were a couple, like Do It Yourself is really good, but like, I don't know. There's something about Urusei Yatsura.
That was like 7 million
it
views.
It was just more cute for me, and it kind of showed what you're about to experience in the show. So, because it's just silly and everything like that.
Yeah, it's very colorful.
Yeah.
Very smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wacky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick?
Yeah, that was the most like probably polished OP. But I went with Do It Yourself. This one was just so charming and cute.
Hard to choose.
It had all the
This one's good.
tools in it. It had a really cool like title font. You get to see all the character. It just does all the OP things. It does like a creative credits style. different parts of the screen. I guess it's not that creative at this point, but I just love the dancing. Like everybody's wearing overalls and they're dancing. They're having a good time.
Mm-hmm.
They're almost like idols.
I mean, kind of, yeah. The way they were dancing around, yeah. There's like they were doing some para, holding hands, dancing.
And it's got that nostalgic. What is it? Word? Not bittersweet, but anyway, there's a word for it. It just has like that great wholesomeness to it. And
overly sweet.
Yeah, and it's not like an all-timer OP or anything. It's just good and it's fun. It's just like it's a seasonal OP that I
stands
enjoy.
out.
I love their dance at the very end too, like right before the credits start going.
Yeah.
It's got a cat face in there. There you go, Sam. Should have picked that.
10 out of 10.
Nope, too bad. I got the cat face and you don't.
Come on, dog. Favorite ED, dude. Mine was
I didn't say who did do it yourself. Who did the OP for that? It was Doki
sorry.
Doki Idea wo Yorishiku by Katojo DIY Boo. I'm assuming
DIY
that's the
Boo.
Actual actors.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not.
So my ED, Nick filled out for me, and he did it right. He was like, Samcore. Hawatari to Okusenti by Maximum the Hormone.
This is from Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, it's the third ED to Chainsaw Man because they're doing a different one each time for each episode. I haven't listened to Maximum the Hormone in like a while, so that was nice to hear, and I was like, hell yeah, dude.
This is better than the OP for Chainsaw Man. We didn't talk about the OP. Everybody loves that OP.
I thought, the OP's pretty good. It just
the song is not as catchy.
The song is not as The OP to Chainsaw Man. The reason why it's cool is because
a lot of movie references. Mother's
there's a lot of
Basement
movie references
did a whole analysis on it. Other people have too.
Yeah.
There's a ton of movie
Yeah.
references. Like they picked like all these live action movies. Pulp Fiction is in there. Big Lebowski, whole bunch of stuff that I don't even recognize.
The Big Lebowski part's so funny.
Yeah, that's
Denji,
like the best one. I love that one.
Shining the bowling ball.
I could see Denji doing that.
Yeah. But yeah, you should YouTube that analysis video because it's really cool.
33 million views on the Chainsaw Man opening. Holy shit.
Danny, what about Danny? Favorite ED?
My ED is from I'm a Villainous, so I'm saying the final boss. The song is called Namek by Akamer. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Never heard of that artist before.
I've never heard of it either, but it's super cute. I mean, it's nothing extreme or anything like that. It just has like that kind of like kid-like drawing and everything, and like she's just like a little chibi, and like there's the crows just walking around and everything like that. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Nick?
I picked same as Sam, Chainsaw Man, but I'll give a shout out to the Bocchi the Rock ED.
That's a good one.
That was my second choice. Just to mention that. It's just like super cute. I'm going to go. You know what? I'm going to keep it on theme. 2 cute girl shows. Bocchi the Rock. Let's go.
There you go. That's how you do it. That's how they do it in this house.
They started out with like instruments popping up on the screen and like wibbly wobbling up and down, and then you got the like the cheapy versions playing guitar and all that. So
hell yeah, dude! I will say
not as good as Chainsaw Man OP. I just wanted to shout it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Or ED,
there's a lot of good shows this season, including the sequel ones we'll be talking about next week. And I don't know there's a lot of cute ones, man. A lot of nice production happening. A lot of funny shows.
Oh yeah, what's our favorite so far?
Out of the non-sequel ones, for me,
pick one.
I mean, I'll say it's between Chainsaw Man and Urusei Yatsura. And Do It Yourself is really good too. God fucking damn it. And Bocchi the Rock.
I was gonna say, why didn't you pick Bocchi the Rock? That's your shit, isn't it?
I love Bocchi the Rock, man. It's so I love the music ones. I'm picking
that one. I'm picking that one.
I'll say Chainsaw Man because I love Chainsaw Man, dude. I fucking love it. And the production's really nice so far. There's some issues with it, for how fancy it is, but I mean, It's really good. It's really close. Urusei Yatsura is... You know what? No, I'm going to do an audible. Urusei Yatsura. Fuck you. Urusei Yatsura is... I love Chainsaw Man, okay? That's not a secret. I've been saying... I don't
think we need to recommend it to people. I think they'll discover it.
yeah. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm an audible. Urusei Yatsura.
It has the best production out of everything, though.
Yeah. Danny? Favorite so far? Danny watched like 15 million shows. So who knows?
I don't know.
It's hard, right? God damn it.
Yeah, yeah. Gonna throw a curveball. I'm gonna say Villainous Taming the Final Boss.
Oh my God, Danny.
Yeah. It's cute. Whore. It's cute. Like, I mean, it's like I said, like it's not like honestly,
slut.
if they didn't announce that she was isekai'd into the show, like, or into the game, like it could honestly just be like a regular romance show. So
okay.
Yeah.
But the isekai part doesn't bother you as much, is what you're saying also.
Yeah, no, because like it was just like it
like it normally would, rather.
Yeah, it's not like the main character is in their present time and like you don't even see like their whole face. You just see like their nose to their mouth, and then all of a sudden like they get hit by Truck-kun and they get teleported into this world kind of thing. Like it was just like a quick and easy kind of thing. Like she just realized, wait, this seems familiar. Like I know this character, and then like they just do like literally like a quick flashback of her holding the video game and her playing it and stuff. So it was just like a quick and easy thing. So yeah.
Okay, Knock.
I already said my favorite, Bocchi the Rock.
Oh hell yeah!
Picking that one. I think that one. I like. Okay, for being honest, Chainsaw Man probably has the best of everything.
Sure.
Like OPED and like just production of everything, but Bocchi was the most enjoyable for me. And yeah, I love Chainsaw Man too, but you know.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. God damn.
Shit. It didn't have. Shit. I didn't see Chobani yet, so I couldn't pick it yet.
You couldn't. Yeah, that's true. You can't. This is first impressions, all right?
I'm not gonna spoil, but there's a very funny scene with Chobani and Power coming up. I don't know if it's come out yet. It might have already aired, but anyway. It's a very funny scene that we always joke about in our Discord.
We always reference. Yeah, it's so fucking funny. No, I think that's gonna happen soonish though, for sure. That being said, we'll be back next week with sequels and other stragglers. If there's any that we missed, let us know. We can cover it next week as well. I've already watched some sequel stuff already, so I'm already partway there.
Pop Team Epic, best sequel, fight me.
Because there's Spy Family Part 2, Mob Psycho 3, My Hero, Bleach, which I don't think any of us are watching. Cause
people are loving the new Bleach, apparently.
But the new Bleach looks amazing. Like, it looks really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, the OP itself was really fucking sweet. There's also, Uzaki-chan 2, which I'm not going to watch, obviously. I think I had enough with the first one, honestly. There's Golden Kamuy Season 4. There's a bunch. And then, any that we missed. There's a couple Danny mentioned that I thought, oh, man, maybe I should watch the first episode of that. That looks kind of cool. So we will get at you next week with that. That being said, let us know what you're watching this season. I know a couple of you have posted in the Discord. If you're not joining the Discord, you should. You can go to links.anime7 and join the Discord, talk about it with us. You can @ Danny, tell her, hey, why are you racist against Cheetos? You can @
Fuck
Nick.
you, bitch.
You can @ Nick and be like, wow, get a job.
I don't want to.
Please don't make me do stuff.
Dude, I fucking resent every day having to fucking work.
Yeah, work sucks.
So pissed. If I can't have fun at work and listen to fucking podcasts and shit, what's the fucking point?
And then also,
what's the point?
You can come on there and @ me and say Sam, look at this picture of this kitty.
I know you'll like it because it's a fucking cat, and that's all you talk about, you stupid idiot. And then I'll be like, yeah, no, you're right. I agree. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, or pictures of bears, or dolphins, or bugs, goats, deers. I like frogs, mice, possums,
All right.
clams,
Anyway,
squids.
some. No more, please.
I like dogs.
Yeah. God, that episode was Sam. You just started listing things you liked.
yeah. Here's a list of some stuff. Anyways,
Here's our 45-hour podcast. Enjoy.
and red pandas. Love you guys very much. Thank you for listening. I've been Sam. That's been Danny. That's been Nick. And we've been the Anime Summit podcast. Penguins.
So anyway, Denji, when he goes in there, he's like, poops, poops, smash, bark, zing,
Brap, 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 brap.
ooh, toast.
Ooh,